Hello everyone and welcome to episode 19 of Marvel's Midnight Suns. We're going to be jumping pretty much directly into story content. Last episode I had plans to do a lot more story than actually happened, but such is the way of sometimes a game that has a lot of things to do. You don't always get to the things that you had originally intended. But as we jump in here, I think two things are going to happen in this episode. Number one, we're going to do the next Venom storyline mission, which is going to be coming up, I think, literally in just moments, and then probably shortly after that we're going to be going back to the Abbey greenhouse and opening up the door that was left behind by Set, and then maybe examining some of the other doors that are available around the Abbey. I did everything around the Abbey during the daytime here that we needed to last time, so we are straight into the story here. But back to New York City, where we're doing Lord of Darkness. Okay, Spider-Man's a little bit of a low level, but we'll bring him up to speed.
Hunter, got a big problem, not sure how to fix it.
Slow down, Peter. Tell me what happened.
Okay, Eddie left me a note. Real ominous stuff. Said he knows where to find the ultimate answer. Look, I've seen Venom in dark places before, but this? I'm worried he and the symbiote have hit a breaking point.
I will help you find him.
That's just it. I looked everywhere. Unless he crawled into the forge, he's not in the Abbey.
He's not in the Abbey.
Exactly my point.
He asked me to open a portal, so I did.
Where did you send him?
A church?
Where Venom and I fought in the bell tower?
Yes?
Hunter, that's where Venom was born. We have to go, right now.
All right, Peter. I will follow your lead. Ileana, could you...
Open a portal. Fine. But no more piecemeal trips. You must all return together.
That's the hope.
If somebody wasn't in the Abbey, I feel like Magic would be the very first person that I would ask about it. Okay, and I am hoping that her texture loads in at some point here. Hold on, can I go in here? Yeah, we just did that outfit. Let's go back to her... Yeah, Hunter outfit. And we've had the purple... Nope, hold on. Why is this being weird? We got red. You know, we haven't done this brownish one. I kind of do like that one. It's not bad. Let me try this one. I think it looks pretty cool. I can afford it. And that's it. Yep. Oh, wait, let me check here, her cards, because some of these... Hello to Jab. Jab, we just got started. Venom has left the Abbey, and we're... Magic's going to take us through a portal to wherever we last... To wherever she sent him. I like her deck just fine, actually. Venom, I think that we upgraded last time, so let's just take a quick look at Spider-Man, who, honestly, I think that we also did already edit. Yeah, we don't have a ton of Spider-Man cards, but we do have that purple web slinger. Gain 1 strengthen for free, and it also exhausts, so it's a one-time use thing. I'm pretty happy with the... No, actually, I still like that Spider Sense. Okay, let's call this a success. Just look at our Spider-Man outfits, because it's been a while, and we might have gotten some interesting ones. Oh, but I can't afford to unlock anything new anyway. I gotta say, I don't hate the Scarlet Spider here. That one's a little weird. Technically and Night Shift both look extremely similar. What even is the difference? Okay, technically is a little grayer. Let's switch back to his actual default suit. I'm not sure that we've done one with him. Here's Demon Spider that I don't remember seeing, and then the symbiote suit. I feel like this would be a little confusing if you had this and Venom in the field at the same time. Okay. And I gotta say, I liked the items that it brought up for us, so let me do that. I'm curious for the autocomplete. Charm of Clarity and Phoenix Flame. I'm not going to use Phoenix Flame, though. Let's go to Nanotech Weave. Yeah, I'm not imagining this is going to be one of our rougher battles. Cue to me getting worked, but here we go.
We are going to the church where Venom was born?
Yeah. It's where I shed the suit when I learned of its destructive tendencies.
If the suit is dangerous, what makes it safe for Eddie?
Eddie and the symbiote are like broken pottery. They both have sharp edges, but they fit snugly together to create a better whole.
Peter, that is beautiful.
That's how Eddie sees it that way. If he loses control again, Venom might turn my face into something not so pretty.
Do not say that around Spider-Man. You just set him up for one of his patented zingers.
Now you know how worried I am. Come on, let's go.
Is portal.
No dialogue here? Okay. Yeah, sometimes you get a little chat going down the pathway to your mission. Now it says lower level heroes. I think you really have to leave your heroes in the lurch to get them to auto level up. Like, really leave them behind.
What's going on, Ed?
Got to thinking. Mephisto said I would find what I seek where it all began. Gotta be here, right?
I guess this church is the place where I lose things, and you find them. Any luck?
Whole lot of nothing.
What's eating at you?
I caused a mountain to hurt. In the name of some freaky demon lady.
Lilith. She controlled you, Eddie.
She didn't do all this. I did. Look around. I'm never gonna clean this mess up. Never gonna make any of this right.
You don't know that.
You know me. I screw everything up. Maybe I deserve this curse.
My Aunt May says the easiest way to let the darkness win is to do nothing.
Yeah, well, I don't have an Aunt May. All I get is this. Whole lot of watching someone else get to be the good guy. Must be nice. You okay, Parker?
I gotta say, something's setting my spidey sense off. Kinda jacked up to maximum overdrive here.
It's all about boundaries, Parker. Gotta put that thing on mute sometimes.
Maybe someday, but this is different. It feels like...
Vampires.
You got my back? I got yours.
Brothers in vamp slime. Let's do this.
Hey, we finally got it. It's almost an on-camera Venom transformation. I was really hoping we'd see it eventually. Yeah, it sort of slid off, but I'll take it. Defeat all the vampires.
You were onto something after all, Venom.
See, you both had the right instincts.
We are bound to this plane.
I never realized you're that sentimental.
Enough shallow attempts at bonding. We have work to do.
I can't believe my ears. Now he's the responsible one.
All right, I'm focusing.
Sorry, there's a lot to look at here. So I do kind of want to start with symbiotic senses because then we can do some Venom stuff. We've got 3 Venom cards that we can do, and this will let us do the next 2 without without losing any Ravenous. As far as I know, there has not been a patch out yet, so let's all watch Venom's tongue get weird at some point. All right, so now we can do 2 Venom things without losing... Well, I don't want to use any heroism just yet. We get to kill at least one person. Who has the most hit points in the field? There are a lot of attacks coming in towards Spider-Man and Venom. Yeah, for some reason they want to leave Hunter alone. This person's all by themselves, so let's go get that guy.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
And then Tendril Strike lets us hit 2 guys or 1 guy twice. I'm feeling like maybe these 2 guys. Now, well, another option is like web toss somebody into here, which I do like a bunch. Not quite close enough. Oh, that'll do it. Now, unfortunately, yet again, we have a problem with Venom being a stupid idiot who's going to stand inside the blast radius. So, Okay, how about web toss this guy into that guy to get him inside the blast radius, and then we can, like, do something to the... Oh, wait, that also works. And Venom won't stand inside the blast radius. Let's do this. And now, ladies and gentlemen, with maximum annihilation power... Oh, am I really out of card plays? Gosh darn it. Oh, that would have been great. So, but that doesn't mean that we're done. Let's have maybe Venom. We're going to use up some heroism on other stuff here. Like this. I think having... Hunter throw this crate into that guy is probably a good call. It takes him off the field. Now, Spider-Man should be able to maybe... Oh, no, can we not? Yeah. But what we can do is we haven't done our move yet. It's another enemy down.
Play dead.
We do have a discard we can use to get 1 more move, but the way that these guys are, I'm not sure that we can knock them into something. Oh, but we could absolutely do this. Yeah, I do want this guy dead, because I'll tell you what these guys do is that they set it up so that when you use your cards, you start bleeding, and that sucks.
Take that.
Marquack is saying, hey, don't forget to throw guys into your guys. Marquack, I honestly had forgotten that, and I would like to do that. Yeah, Jab said annihilation denied. It would have been very fun to do it. Now, Spider-Man, have we moved you into a position? No. Yeah, we can't quite hit that person. Is that it? Probably. I feel like this is as far as we can go. We can't move. I don't want to discard any of these cards. I don't want to redraw any of these cards, and I don't want to use any items. Okay.
I see how it is.
We are not out of this yet.
Why would there be new breed vampires here of all places?
Mephisto toys with us.
We constantly attract the wrong kind of attention.
That's the life of a superhero.
Okay, so we're going to take out, or at least mess up, a bunch of the guys that are furthest away from those explosives.
You're in trouble now.
Marquack, I hope you had and Jab, for that matter, I hope you both had a nice Thursday. I'm certainly looking forward to the weekend.
Wrong side of that move before.
Okay, well, yeah, Marquack. Oh, look at this. It actually does more damage. That's how much damage it does if we pull this guy into Spider-Man. But if we throw him into Venom, it is still more damage.
At least you get to take a nap.
Now, I want to push one of these guys into the explosive thing. So, can we just do that with Hunter? That kind of looks like Hunter's going to be in the blast radius, doesn't it? Oh, she definitely will. Hey, Spider-Man, can you maybe be a little more careful with it? Yes, he's outside the radius, and you can see on his... Yeah, he doesn't lose any lives from this.
Probably best if you stay down.
Good work. But it won't get any easier where you're going.
Oh, Marquard's in the middle of a week off. I had no idea. Marquard, congratulations. It's very proud. It's giving me out all my accolades here.
After you, Eddie.
After us.
These catacombs are older than the church. Look, hemolisks.
We are looking. Now could be eating.
This could be the source of the whole vampire infestation. Uh-oh, that's not a small entrance.
Infestation. Infestation.
Prince of Darkness?
Wait, you mean...
The father of death.
So to be clear...
The Impaler.
Humanity itself is the infestation. You insect.
Okay, first, arachnids aren't insects. Don't feel bad. It's a common misconception. Second, love the costume. Seriously, I dressed like you last Halloween.
That is no costume.
Crab.
In the Marvel Universe, how do you tell the difference between Dracula and Mr. Sinister? Because aren't they like... I don't know which of them is aping the other, but don't they just like look exactly the same? Defeat Dracula to complete the mission. Be cautious when attacking Dracula with bleeding heroes, as he has a high chance to counter bleeding attackers. Dracula also recovers his health whenever he damages a bleeding character. Oh boy.
For
So,
a city teeming with heroes, I expected you much sooner.
so I think we're
I can't believe we're talking to Dracula.
I can't believe it either.
Find me on your own. Who may I thank for this unwelcome intrusion? Mephisto. He is a special sort of coward, never meeting his adversaries face to face. Why muddy his own hands when he can soil yours instead?
Hey, Mephisto or not, we can't let you turn New York into Transylvania.
Then to the devil's implements I say, do your worst.
So I like Quick Slash on Dracula in that it sets him up for vulnerable. The trouble is I don't have a lot of good follow-ups this turn. They took all my heroism, which is disappointing. If I could get 3 this turn, Tasty Brains would work real well. Also, Mindbender. So Mindbender also gets us 2. The thing is, I'd really want this guy to attack this guy. So... how do we navigate there? I think what we're probably going to do, let's get Venom over here. Yeah, I need to not only knock him away, I'd really like to have him dead. And yeah, oh, well, you know what? We could just knock Dracula closer into that guy. Okay, Dracula is unquestionably the closest guy to that. So let's go ahead and... oh, wait, I really want to make him vulnerable first. So let's do vulnerable. This is going to take up my first card play. Sure.
I thought we were supposed to be powerful.
Yeah, Marquette, congratulations
Maybe
on having the week
realize
off.
The trouble you are in, friend.
I have really treasured having some... Okay, go get Dracula.
Do you not realize who I am?
Okay, I'll take 200. Wow, that went really well. Okay, so now all we have to do is 132 points of damage, and he is down. Now, Annihilation doesn't quite get it done, except for the fact that he's vulnerable. So, kind of inclined to do that. What is this, 130? Yeah, that's not... Again, but he should take extra damage from it. The concern is that Tendril Strike, we might lose Ravenous, and I'd prefer not to do that if I don't have to. This has Lifesteal attached. Well, he is down a little bit of lives. Sure, let's do Tasty Brains. Go eat Dracula Brains. Just palm strike Dracula into the ground.
We have so much power.
Okay, I lost a Ravenous point, but it was worth it, I feel like. That pretty much takes me out. I guess I could redraw this to get +1 heroism. Sure, why not? And then that would be opportunist, so now we can get 2 more, or on redraw, get extra heroism. Sure, let's do it. So I just got two. I just traded in my redraws for 2 free heroism, and it left me with a Devouring Strike, which is Chain 4. All right, well, that'll be great. It'll be great if I can use them all on this one, for example. This is not going to pop until we play 1 more card. Is there anything I want to discard? No. Mark Walker saying you took a pretty good chunk out of Dracula on turn 1. Yeah, the vulnerable really turned it for us.
Do you know Frankenstein? This monster?
Aren't you the inquisitive child? But what do they say? Curiosity flays the cat? We told you that wasn't us.
So environment attacks against the target will deal extra damage, but this pops as soon as we do that. So, okay, let's redraw Devouring Strike. Insatiable Hunger. Gain 1 Ravenous, which I think he needs. Hold on a second. Yeah, because we're down... Wait, are we or are we not down 1 Ravenous? I thought we used 1 last turn. Hold on. Okay, somehow I'm not down one Ravenous. Gain 1 Ravenous, gain 1 additional Ravenous at the start of the next turn. So I could use this right now. I could get 2 Heroism, and then even if I use a Ravenous, then we are fine. The trouble is this pops as soon as I do that. So, Spider-Man, can you throw this guy into that guy? Because that does a lot of damage to the Hemolis before it pops. And it doesn't qualify as a card roll.
Gotta be honest, you didn't leave me much choice.
All right, that's helpful. The other thing that I could do is use Whip on him to throw him into that, which does damage to both of them. Again, my thought process is to get that as low in health as possible. Yeah, let's do that. It'll pop, but then with luck, what we can do is set it up to let us do some sort of area attack that'll get all the guys that come out of it.
Lilith herself could not best me. What
Yeah,
makes you
Mark
think
said
you
it
will
did say
fare
that
any
you had
better?
lost 1 Ravenous the previous turn. I wonder if I got it back for some reason. Okay, well, this is going to go down pretty quickly now. If we can do something... I've got 2 card plays left. As soon as I play the next one, that goes up. So, I don't know if there's anything we can do about that. I mean, I can throw a rock at it, but I frankly want to save my heroism for something else. Let's, I'm thinking about thwipping him, and then, like, maybe trying to I already used my move. Yeah. Okay, let's redraw Thwip. Web toss I like, because we could toss this guy into there and again do a bunch of damage to that Hemolisk. Although I feel like it's kind of dumb to not be focused on this right now. If we use Web Toss on that, I mean, at least we do some damage to Dracula, and we take another guy off. Like, that's gonna pop no matter what I do. I feel like we just have to disregard it for now. Yeah. I'll remember your face. Is that like a Dracula line? I feel like a lot of our heroes are going to be bleeding at the end of this turn. Okay, so we could... So here's our options with Tendril Strike. One, I kind of want to stop this from being a thing. And two... Yeah, if I go 1-2, at least Hunter won't be bleeding next turn. I think that's probably my best bet right now. I'd like to have at least one hero that isn't bleeding.
You know, you're pretty good at this.
I wasn't counting on having my card play refunded. So, Guardian Strike I'm just going to hold on to. Insatiable Hunger seems pretty good, and we'll get one of our Ravenous points back. Let's do this now. So that gives him one immediately, and then he gets one at the start of the next turn, so we're back up to full Ravenous. That gives him his full offense bonus. Now, I feel like doing, you know, a whole bunch of damage to Dracula is a good time.
Try this on for size.
I have faced far worse.
Okay, is there anything else in my arsenal that can do a little bit of damage to him? Oh, wait, there is. If we discard... Yes, hold on. I don't know if this is a great idea, but if we discard Guarding Strike, we get one more move, and then Spider-Man... Oh, it's not quite enough to get him. But Spider-Man could kick this into him. I feel like we should do that, right? Hold on. Let me, like, eyeball this. That is enough to hit Dracula. Yes. Okay. We're going to use our move. Yep. Right there. And we're going to kick this into Dracula.
Coming at you.
And it took out the Hemolisk as well, which is just a happy bonus. Oh, was that it? Hold on. Was that the whole mission?
Enough of this! We've got this!
On my count.
I am ready.
We are also ready!
1, 2.
3!
I understood that social cue.
My children, you think this stops my plans? Today, your only gain is an immortal enemy.
Much better. Now, could someone give us a lift out of here?
Another deal, then?
No!
No.
Yes! No?
Pity.
So, aside from the soul hoarding thing, what is the devil's beef with Dracula?
He broke his agreement. But I am pleased.
We are not!
You have made progress. I look forward to what comes next. Eddie can stay Eddie for now. Not to worry. I'll see the rest of you very soon.
That's gotta be a 3-star, right? Okay, my only other note is that I felt like the cutscene gave Hunter a lot of credit for events that she had no part in. Like, did she even move during the combat? Hunter is me, so I like the feeling that I am, at least participatory in the storyline, but come on. That was all Venom and Spider-Man. Okay, but yeah, no, a huge victory. And that is a pretty good Venom cover, so we're going to leave it just like it is. 24 years of Venom, we're told.
Hard to believe you were once rivals. Today, I fought beside partners.
I guess you're right. It felt good working with you, Eddie. For the first time in forever, I didn't think the symbiote was preparing to devour one of my organs.
Yeah, we really sent Dracula packing, huh? It's a relief to have Mephisto off my back.
You're a free man. What's the plan now?
Yeah, free.
Eddie? This is the part where you say, I'm gonna eat 2 pizzas and sleep for 11 hours. At least that's what I'd do after a big battle. But knowing the old Parker luck, that's when I'd stumble into a battle with Doc Ock.
Eddie, is everything all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. And I will be fine. Completely free of Lilith's control. It almost doesn't feel real.
Do you want one of us to pinch you? Joking!
I was gonna say, could we turn down the portal a little bit? It's really just audio bombing that entire cutscene. Okay,
I can't believe...
Don't worry. Dracula will get his eventually. And I'm gonna give it to him.
Oh, it didn't even occur to me that Blade would have been helpful there.
From between my teeth. Feel
Okay.
a hunger coming on, and not the usual kind. Getting the urge to do some real journalism.
Eddie, what is wrong?
We've been so busy, I haven't processed what I did under Lilith's control. Guess my sins are still catching up to me.
Anything Lilith forced you to do was not your doing. You are blameless.
Well, the people I hurt don't have the luxury of walking away from what I did to them. So why should I? I've killed before. I can't pretend I'm above that, but I try to only take a life if it means I'm saving another. And Lilith threw all that out the window.
You see your victims' faces when you sleep?
The worst of the faces I don't remember. I get flashes of memories, like corrupted videos on repeat. I see parts of what happened, but the details are lost.
My mother did not send you to care for orphans. Consider your lack of memory a gift.
A gift, huh? Maybe you're right. Problem is, I'm never gonna know. Anyway, thanks for checking in. Hey, don't worry too much about me. I'm gonna stick around and do what needs doing.
I know you will.
I may have lost a step, but I promise you this. Lilith will regret she ever got into our heads.
Would almost be worth
So,
getting mixed up with Mephisto.
I mean, this might be a, you know, what time can you feed a Mogwai
Parker, don't
style
joke about
question. Hold on.
Word from a friend of me, stay away from that guy. He's bad news.
Come on, Eddie. What could Mullet Fisto possibly want with me?
I don't know, but I hope you never find out.
Let me just step away for 1 second. So, if you took a blood sample from Eddie Brock, would it have, like, symbiote cells in it? Like, does it run all the way through him? Or is it like the central processor in a T-1000, where the symbiote is like a little guy that's in there, but it can sort of expand up out of his skin on command? I like, it's not like the biggest thing. I've just always sort of wondered, what is the... Maybe you're not meant to know, you know? The Star Trek technical guide, except for Eddie Brock's physiology. Also, I have to say that I'm wholly unfamiliar with the idea of Eddie Brock / Venom as a sympathetic character that gets on well with others and cares about the harm that he causes. It's refreshing. Like, I'm not at all upset about it. I just have never seen this version of Eddie Brock. So it looks like we can do a... Well, hold on.
Take off in a cloud of bats? And people say I'm Patty. You gotta be kidding me. We couldn't get a rewrite on this line?
I thanked you for bringing me back with you, right? I know we're here because people are in danger, but I have to admit, I'm a little excited.
That's the talk?
I thanked you for bringing me...
Anyone with a thing for vampires hasn't actually met one.
You have not set anything on fire today, have you?
I need to check the patch notes, because Hunter now says so many more things to Charlie than she ever did before.
Not much.
More than the story DLCs. I really like the fact that she has more Charlie lines. Not that I didn't like the originals, but it's one of those things where it never, I wasn't sitting there thinking like, oh man, if only Hunter had more lines of dialogue to say to Charlie. And now that we suddenly have this like huge influx of new dialogue, I'm like, oh, I didn't realize how much I would like these. Okay, join a hangout. Oh, join a hangout with Spider-Man that he loves. Okay, so we have a new challenge. It's our new boss fight. No. What hangout could we do with Spider-Man that he loves? And I'm going to save it, but I'll let you guys know right now. If I guess wrong, I'm not going to, like, reload it. I just sort of want to have an extra save here. Okay.
I read all the Dracula novels I could find as a child. Wait, were those history books?
Okay, well, see, the trouble is I don't know that Spider-Man cares about any of these things. Meditation, I've never seen him meditate. Not here in the Abbey and not in general. Have a drink. We do know that he likes root beer, but have a drink usually implies alcohol. And then a deep conversation. He's very loquacious. Let's have a deep conversation. The trouble with it is the deep portion. If it was like have a friendly chat, I feel like Spider-Man would be all about it. A deep conversation, Spider-Man and Peter Parker deflect a lot with humor, and I feel like they avoid going deep. But I like this option better than the other two.
I think I ticked off Captain Marvel, and wow, that is nothing I expected to say in my lifetime.
What happened?
She caught me bringing an armload of snacks to my room, asked if I was hoarding food. She was joking, but kind of not joking. I haven't lived with people outside of family. Am I doing it wrong? Do I write an apology note, or how do I fix this?
Tell her to mind her own business, and who cares? Was there a snack shortage? Who cares? I guess I'm going to say try to be considerate. If he took all the snacks, that's a problem. If Tony Stark brought in 2 pallets of Flavo 5s and he took like 1 box, that's not hoarding, that's just having Flavo 5s on hand.
Did you often raid the pantry when you were living at home?
Not really. I'd grab an extra fruit pie now and again, but I just took what I needed.
Then pretend you are at home.
That should be easy. Caretaker is a scary version of my aunt.
I feel like we've got some definitely good gifts for Peter. That's for Captain America. That's for, I assume this is for Captain Marvel. I don't know who else. Oh, no, you know who this is for? This is actually for Blade, now that I think about it. Yeah, supplies are limited due to pending litigation from Carol Danvers. I would give this to Captain Marvel if I had no other options, but I feel like this is a Blade thing. That's clearly for Iron Man. He did just say that he would take the fruit pies. So we might do fresh and fruity snack box, but I think we have something better for him. No. I don't know who this is for. No. 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 I think this is a Blade one. Advanced photography. He's a photographer. This is it. This is what we give him.
And it's not even my birthday.
Okay, he did love the activity. +2 in the conversation, and +10 loved the legendary gift. And he got extra swim trunks. Look at that. Also, so we have white camo. That seems like an unlikely sequence of words, white camo, but sure, let's go take a look at it.
Good talk, Hunter.
Return to Peter Parker.
I never viewed my relationship with Harry like that. You're pretty awesome. Thanks, Hunter. I almost gave Eddie a hug, but I didn't want to annoy the symbiote. It's kind of like seeing your ex dating someone you've known for years.
It's right there, by the way. Also, so Marquardt. Is Marquardt still here? I know that sometimes he has to step away for work, but I realized that I forgot something the last time that he was here and we spoke. If he's still here, let me know, Marquardt, and otherwise I will save it for another time. I'll be disappointed that I didn't say it. Marquardt is here. Marquardt, when we were talking the other day about The Witch, I forgot to Kelly Wand it with Thomason plays girl. Hide and seek with the baby, or peekaboo with the baby. The baby wins. Oh my god. If you ever like interact with Kelly Wand, you need to tell him that that is probably one of the funniest things I heard that month. It is one of my favorite Kelly Wand lines. He absolutely nailed it. It's not that often in an Opsis that Kelly Wand just like completely drops both co-hosts and they have to stop for a minute, but that was one of them. Oh my god. Also, I haven't got, what was the, like right now it's not coming to mind, but the one you had mentioned an Opsis for, it'll come to me in a second, but I just haven't had a chance to like listen to a podcast. An Opsis for, the specific line was do better or try harder. It was try harder, and it was for, I'll think of it in a second, but I definitely want to watch that or listen to that episode now. Okay, so... Oh, actually, hold on. We're going to pet the cat. Who's apparently... What's her name? Mirage? She's somewhere around here. Yes, I have arrived at the... There she is.
You are a cute little shapeshifter, are you not?
Hello to Maxine! Maxine, I hope you've also had a nice Thursday. We just did an Eddie Brock mission, and I think that was the last one. I think based on how it went and like the length of the Deadpool series, that's probably the last dedicated Venom mission. And this is not an, I think I mentioned this before, this is not an invite for more information because I prefer to be surprised. I have no idea who the next character is. There'll be an announcement, like, but, you know, we'll find out. Hopefully that happens during this playthrough. I feel like we still have plenty of time to get the next DLC character before we wrap up. Okay. The next thing that I want to do is go to Lilith's garden, where we're going to use the break tool for the very first time.
Lilith's hiding place is just beyond that wall.
Okay, I think that means not Lilith's actual location, but...
The father of serpents is smiling.
July 1610. My sister tells me that it can be helpful to ink one's thoughts onto page, that this is how she sorts through the chaos in her own mind, and that it may help me as well. But what do I say here? Is this the appropriate space to direct my yearnings for a normal life? Every time that I pass through East Transia to visit the markets, I envy the men and women living in complete ignorance of the supernatural swirling around them. Their greatest threat is whether or not they can supply and sell enough goods. Also, whether or not they catch a disease, get married, lose family members, starve to death. There's a lot more to just having like a normal life. It's always kind of irritating. It's kind of like, oh, how I envy people who aren't wealthy because they don't have to worry about managing their investment portfolio. It must be so relaxing. Yeah, it sure is relaxing wondering whether or not you can afford medication. I will move on now. I spend my days and nights plagued with nightmares of the darkest evils. Yeah, well, that's rough. But the difference is, Lilith, you get to do something about it, or alternatively not, and just like turn into a weird demon monster. Like, when people like Rogue complain that, like, I wish I could be normal, I get it, because she literally can't make physical contact with anybody. I get that. I understand that. Oh, you know, I have spectacular power, but I'm also aware of things that require me to use it responsibly to help people. Like, maybe that's not the life that you would ask for, but it's a life of meaning and purpose, and you can, I guess, choose to fuck it up, which you have. Okay, I gotta move on. July 13th, 1689. What a remarkable day. We've received correspondence from America, specifically a small town called Salem. While it is a tragedy what these witches are enduring, a madman that calls himself Hiram Shaw appears to be causing quite a stir among the magically gifted. Quite a stir. That's a word for it. Sarah has a great plan to help them. We've sent the Knights of Wondergore off to provide them a moon seal. If only I could have gone myself, if only to experience something new. October 1691. Shaw has increased his efforts as of late, and his cruelty makes my heart ache. To hang or burn another human being, perhaps this is what Sarah wanted to shield me from all those years ago. Where I saw mortal joy, she could only see the darkness. I'm grateful for the men and women of this town that reject Shaw's cruelty, and I do think that I've found some friends. I do appreciate the fact that we're getting a version of Lilith that isn't just like, time to conquer Earth. November 24th, 1689. Sarah and I have done something truly amazing. We have moved the Abbey from Transia to a town called Salem in North America. To move something of that size and history across seas, I honestly wasn't sure it was even possible. And yet here we are, no longer hiding in the shadow of the Wondergore Mountain. I'm optimistic. I know that we still have work to do here, but I can't help my curiosity. It is so completely different here. Many new people to meet and learn from. My sister tells me that my spirit is too free, but I simply don't think that is possible. I should also, by the way, acknowledge the fact that some of the language here makes it sound like it was when Lilith herself was pretty young. And yeah, people who are young, they usually want what they don't have, whether it's an extraordinary life or a more ordinary life, or friends or family, or fewer friends, less responsibility, more responsibility. It's just the way of youth. It just is. So I should dial down. I guess I was thinking it from the perspective of like an adult. because that's the Lilith that we've known, but this seems to be much more of like a younger version. June 28th, 1689. I spend too much time wondering about mortal life. At least, that is what Sarah tells me. What is it like to fall in love, grow a family, and enjoy carefree afternoons in the country watching the children bound through the fields? Simpler, that I know for certain. Sarah and I spend our days and nights doing our sacred duties as blood descendants, and she tells me that I should be proud of our work to keep the people of this world safe to enjoy their simpler lives. But what if I want to live a simple life? What if... could I? So this sounds like the sequence of thoughts that led her to getting into the relationship with her husband, whose name I don't remember right now. Now, is this a tangle that we can remove with Purify? No.
Hippus does not seem to agree. Sarah?
Of all the things you weren't expecting, finding me here had to be near the top of the list.
Have you been following me?
On the contrary, kiddo. I think it's you that's been following in my footsteps. Speaking of which, have you been enjoying the trials? I'm not sure how you found your way down that path, but you've obviously impressed the gods, just like your mother and I did.
You are being much calmer than I expected about all this.
You aren't the first member of your family to sneak away and attempt the trials. I remember raising more than a few eyebrows on my run.
This from the favored daughter of Oshter?
I always respected Oshter, especially compared to some of her siblings.
And my mother?
I think she saw something of herself in Autumn, but she was never one to flatter the gods.
She seems to have no issue kneeling to Chthon.
Is that really what you believe, Hunter?
No, there is clearly more to her. Our story.
I'm glad you already see that. It will make this easier.
The actual truth?
If you've come this far, then there's really no point in hiding it anymore.
This place, sealed and hidden away beneath my mother's garden. This was you again. Something else you wanted to lock away.
Would you believe it's because I've been a stubborn old woman for far too many centuries?
Yes.
This may be difficult to understand given what you've been told, how you were raised. But your mother isn't the bastion of evil the world knows her to be.
Yes, I know she was not the mother of demons when she was with my father.
There's more to it than that. I told you of her work to find a cure for his illness. There was nothing she could do, and when he passed, she accepted his fate. But then, the corruption came for you.
I was sick? I do not remember that at all.
I'm not surprised, given the cure. You were so young, so vulnerable. Lilith was inconsolable. If she had been desperate to heal your father, she was now completely unhinged when it came to curing you.
But she did find a way.
We had thought to bury it in this place forever, safe from not just the greedy eyes of petty men like Shaw, but from ourselves.
The Darkhold.
Yes, and sensing your mother's desperation, the damn thing called out to her. There within its pages, Lilith found a way to protect her child, straight from the Great Shadow himself, Chthon. And as payment, she pledged her eternal devotion to him, reborn as the mother of demons.
Sorry for the quick pause, but hello to Solid Chrome Hickey and good night to Maxine. Hopefully I didn't miss the opportunity to say that. Some of the dialogue here turned into a big long sort of story expansion. Maxine, have a great night, and hello to Solid Chrome Hickey. I hope you had a great Thursday so far. So the news here is that Lilith is the way that she is because she sort of sold her soul to Chthon in exchange for Hunter's health. or at least that's Caretaker's understanding of it. There's imagine, what are the possible reasons for Caretaker to lie about this? The only thing it could do is to make Hunter more sympathetic towards Lilith, and Caretaker is already afraid of Hunter being swayed over to Lilith's side. So there's, in my opinion, 0% chance that she's lying about this. How does Hunter feel about that? I'm gonna go with I don't want to like come off as being even slightly tempted by like, oh wow, like I guess my mom's pretty cool after all.
She only wanted more power for herself.
Lilith had no need for more power, and certainly not at the cost of her only child.
But she has reveled in her time as Cathan's harbinger.
Has she? Do we really know what she believes now?
But what she became...
What she became? I barely recognized. She may have been your mother, but there was no way she could be your mother ever again.
And so you cast her out?
She was weakened from the transition. Some part of her soul still struggling with the corruption infecting her, I suppose. I knew I would only have the moment, and so I struck, drove her from the Abbey, from you. It was the only way I could protect you. In my mind and in my heart, I believed that the Lilith I knew would have done the same.
But then she came back.
Yes, it took her years, but she finally returned. Of course, by then, she had become something far different. The rest, as you know, is history. Until now. I thought by sealing this place, by avoiding the truth, that it would somehow make all of this easier. But I also knew someday we would have this conversation.
I need time to think about all of this.
I know it's a lot to consider. I don't expect you to take everything I've said at face value.
Thank you for finally sharing the truth, Sarah.
Thank you for listening, kiddo.
And now, here's a couple chests. Oh, hi, new card. Summon Charlie. Summon Charlie for 2 turns, draw 2 Charlie cards, and exhaust. That seems awesome. So, I don't know if we can examine the altar again. I will just say, and
if the 3 of you hadn't destroyed those hemolisks, the entire burrow could have been lost by sunrise.
Thanks, Caretaker. Maxine did hear it, yes, and now she's off to look. Maxine, have a great night. What I was about to say is, I really do like Caretaker as a character. I feel like a lot of this narrative relies on the way that the character has been drawn and explained and your understanding of her as someone who is very old, very responsible, straddles the line between cautious and cynical, and also cares deeply for the people in her life like Lilith and Hunter, and that her sense of duty helps her to avoid a sense of divided loyalties. Like, I feel like I have a very clear sense of who Caretaker is. Jelly Buns is so tired. I know that you've been sick again, Jelly Buns. I hope that it's starting to pass. Oh, Mark, we're standing on something.
Kiddo.
Yeah, yeah, she didn't suddenly get much shorter. Okay, I cannot examine the altar further. There is a door here that I can open, but I just wanted to do a pass around the room in the opposite direction, maybe open up these chests. Okay, we got a legendary blueprint and a lot of essence. That's great. Ancestors Guidance, a legendary passive. A bit. Wait. A bit. Hold on. I saw what it is. I just want to look at it again. Okay, hold on. So we've been using Obsidian Collar. I really like it. Unity Collar, the next Hunter attack card plays deals double damage. Play 3 dark cards to earn... Oh, no, wait, that's the one I already have. Gain 1 fast. Play a light, dark, and power card in any order to earn in combat. Oh, so, like, I would have to have light, dark, and power. So, can I confess something? Are power just... the power cards are just, like, not light or dark? Or is there a third tier of card that I don't recognize? Light, dark, and power. I don't know that I know what the power ones are. Balance card. Balance color, rather. Draw 200 cards, play 3 power cards to earn in combat. And then Renegade card. Play the next Hunter Dark card played is free. Play 5 dark cards to earn in combat. So, hold on. Can we take a look at her edit deck? So, this is dark. Hold on. Can I look at it? Dark ability. Light ability. No ability. Dark ability. Light ability. No ability. So, like, what's power? Is power just not either of the other two? Hold on. If we go to profile... Oh, are we at 160% dark? Really? I feel like I'm not at maximum dark yet. These abilities are divided into 3 branches, light, dark, and power. The power branch makes the hunter a more well-rounded fighter, offering offense and defensive abilities. Okay. I don't know. I might have to, like, look up later just so that I'm not accidentally missing out on the ability to do power cards. It might also be something that just hasn't been explained yet. That's also possible. Like, maybe power cards come into play a little bit later in the story. I have no idea what's new on this list. And then combat outfit. I don't hate it, except for, like, the sports bra nature of it. If it was, I mean, maybe there's a modified version, but usually it's just color schemes, isn't it? Oh, super. I don't know what super is. Complete the story to get her super outfit. I like the swords. Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't, like, the bare midriff, don't get me wrong, like, it looks nice, but it's not very, like, combat-y. It's not the sort of thing that you'd want to wear into combat. Like, this looks like it could be armor. This doesn't actually look like you'd move very well. Yeah, no, I don't know that we're gonna be hanging out in the club outfit that much. Jellybun says, "Oh no, last night was the fever fight. It eventually broke around 1 or 2 a.m. That is rough." Jellybuns, I hope that you don't, like, I hope that you're able to rest and not have to worry about doing work as you recover.
Nothing can stand in his way.
Oh, hold on. You all know the rule now. I'm gonna take a picture of this with my cell phone so I don't have to, like, draw it. Oh, whoops. There we go. All right, so we're just gonna take a picture. I know exactly where this goes, and we're gonna go do it next. But that way, I don't have to try to remember it. Oh, hold on. Confirm. Yeah, I didn't mean to go into photo mode. Okay, anything else in here? I feel like I'm missing something in here, but I don't know what it would be. The game does a good job of drawing your eyes to whatever you're supposed to interact with.
You're welcome to spend as much time here as you like, Hunter. I haven't been down here in ages. Maybe you'll find something among your mother's things.
Jab says it looks like sort of like Arabian Nights. We'll do at least one combat in it, the outfit. There's nothing else to get, huh? And you know what? I should do a combat in the Borderline outfit as well. I don't care for it, but it's fun to see it.
I hadn't intended on eavesdropping, dear. but I couldn't help but overhear your conversation with Sarah.
Did you know about my mother?
Sarah was never any more forthcoming about Lilith with me than she has been with you. She must have felt it was safer to keep both of us in the dark.
I don't think that I think that she might have been right to do it. I'm a little bit on the fence. I don't think that Hunter would say that she was right to do it.
It is hard to know what to think now.
After so many years and so many conflicting stories, you have every right to be unsure.
And to say nothing of what this did to you.
It may sound ridiculous, but if someone had to end up this way, I'm glad it was me. Can you imagine what a nightmare Sarah would be as a poltergeist?
That is true. We may have had another terror stalking the grounds had things gone differently.
And despite everything, I have to say, I'm glad we were able to spend this bit of extra time together, Hunter.
I enjoyed it too, Agatha.
I'm glad, dear. But there are still more secrets to discover, if you're interested.
More still? How will I know where to find them?
Oh, I'd say some combination of dumb luck and persistence? But in all seriousness, with Set's blessing, you'll be able to break down all sorts of things, I imagine. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Just have fun, dear. Take your time, dear. You've come a long way.
So Jellybuns was saying that she might have to put the kids on the bus tomorrow. But other than that, nothing to worry about. She did force herself to go to Target because of anxiety, even though she really should have stayed home, but feels bad about Mr. Buns going places without her. So I don't know Mr. Buns. I can say that in my experience, generally people are very ready to take care of those that they love and care about and want them to be as happy and safe and well rested as possible. Oh, this looks like I've already done it. This would have been an eye place, but yeah, okay.
There must not be anything here.
So the good news is I think we're going to be able to recognize any of the breakable walls, like the set walls. No, Hunter cannot lift her shoe slightly to get up there. That is an invisible wall. So let's take a quick look around. I am here. Let me see if we can go north at all, which is the exact opposite of where I'm looking. Mr. Buns is perfectly capable of taking himself to Target, and I literally just sat in the Starbucks corner while he shopped, but I have a bad habit of magical thinking and feel anxiety over him driving alone, like if I'm not there, he might die. It's something that I'm working on. I feel like I've sometimes struggled with thoughts like that. I feel like I would be very prone towards survivor's guilt, for example, like, oh, if only I'd been there. But yeah, you're right, and I hear you on that, is the best that I can say. I also suspect that Mr. Buns is very glad for any opportunities that he does have when he gets to go out and travel with you. Okay, lots of corpse flowers down there. And here in the... This is where we did the moon seal, and there's nothing else in here. Okay. Nope, you can't fall down here. So, yeah, we were talking in a different playthrough, and not for any particular reason, but just sort of like a little bit about the Witch. And I don't remember who wrote or directed it. I couldn't tell you who was starring in it. But without saying anything at all about the story, one of the things that I found so impressive about The Witch was its commitment to what it wanted to do. A lot of movies have, well, I think every movie is set someplace. A lot of movies have language and dialogue that are written around them, and that is, in the case of a good production, going to be carefully crafted to help teach you about the characters and the situation that they're in and everything else. The thing about The Witch is the lengths to which it goes to be evocative of its time and place, because it's set in, and forgive me, my best estimation would be the 1700s.
Set is in good humor today.
Possibly as early as the 1600s, but you know, somewhere I would guess mid 1700s. It might say in the movie, I don't actually know. As part of establishing that time and place, the actors in the movie are borderline speaking a different language. They're speaking this sort of like Old English, in which I, as an American English speaker, can make out probably about 60 to 70% of what they're saying at any given time. And it gives you the feeling of watching a foreign language movie in which you are not really entirely fluent. Okay, I found the journal. Where you're not really fluent with what they are, with the language, but you can make out most of it. And that really helps set the time and place. Like, this is a very different culture, and you're really going to have to be focused on what's being said in order to follow along. Before I continue on that, Lilith's Journal, 1694, something's happening to me. Is this the price that I must pay for what I've done? My mind races, consumed by a spiraling darkness. Even my body appears to be changing right before my eyes. And this dark power seeps out of me, bubbling up like oil from the earth. Have I made a mistake? And yet when the babe's tiny fingers curl around mine, I'm reminded I did the right thing. So this must have been post-curing Hunter. Okay, game, you need to go. You need to go straight to hell. No, I can't get back there. There's no jump button, you guys. I can't get the corpse flowers. They're forever beyond my reach. Jelly Bun says, I don't think I've heard of this movie. The Witch is a difficult movie to recommend because it is so challenging. Hunter's Journal, August 18th, 1710. Agatha and Sarah have collared me like a dog, like a beast, this wart around my neck. They say it is for my own protection. I should believe them. I do, truly, but I cannot help these feelings of betrayal, as if they fear me, like they fear the darkness that is always creeping in the shadows. Perhaps I have some of that darkness within me, and that is what they fear. Perhaps I should fear it too. What if the darkness that hunts us from afar is also hunting me from within? Now, this is all new area. Where am I exactly? Oh, I'm just like down here. Okay. Robert Eggers says Marquardt was the writer and director. He'd also done The Lighthouse and The Northman. I have not seen either of those movies, and I probably should, based on how much I respect The Witch. Journal of Hiram Shaw. I am pleased to admit that the coven has been eliminated. Deemed guilty by myself and my congregation, we did what was necessary to pave the way for a brighter future. Now I must turn my attentions towards the women of that accursed transient abbey. Perhaps there is a chance that I could draw Lilith out and share my truth. If there's any chance that she would listen, I must try. Okay, hold on. Let's continue to look around. There's a lot of new stuff here in this area. I can't go to get those corpse flowers back there. The other thing about The Witch is The Witch is primarily set in and around this like lonely homestead that's a long ways out from anywhere else. And as I understand it, rather than finding a place that they could film and like maybe renovate a little bit, they built that location using entirely hand tools because they wanted the environment to bear the marks of hand hand-swung hammers and hand-driven saws. I don't know that they used tools or materials that were only available at that time, but they didn't use power tools. They went to great lengths to make the set feel as authentic as possible by building it in a more authentic way relative to like just having a bunch of timber delivered from Home Depot or something like that. Damon Hellstrom is a vision of power as he stands before flames, hungrily grinning at a chest of unknown treasures. This card represents the ego and greed, as well as temptation. Jab says they are dead to you. But I'm not sure. That was probably in reference to something. It might even be a line from the witch, but I've forgotten it. Oh, Jellybun says this feels like a case of the case. Oh, the corpse flowers are dead to me. So what it actually is, you guys, is I think that the resources probably spawn randomly around the map, and the devs simply didn't define these 3 places as being don't spawn the flowers there. It's possible that they're there just to, like, there was some developers just like, yeah, you know who I don't like? The player. Let's really drive them nuts. But it's more likely. It's just like, someday there'll be an update patch that fixes it. The Judgment. Magneto? Do we have a Magneto card? It could be Magneto. We've already had a Watcher card, so I don't think it would be the Watcher. Judgment. No, I don't know. Wow, Galactus. Okay. The souls lost to Galactus' destruction reach out for the lingering hope of rebirth, whether on their own world or beyond. This card represents awakening and forgiveness, as well as truthful self-reflection. Okay. I mean, maybe I'm not very familiar with Galactus. I thought he was primarily driven by an insatiable hunger for just planets, but maybe he's very self-reflective in his off hours. Journal of Hiram Shaw. For how long has this great stone abbey overlooked my quaint church? I cannot remember its presence, and yet it is here as if it has always stood. Perhaps I have forgotten it. Truly, my mind seems to play tricks on me these days. No doubt a side effect of the great power of Cthon that I've become a conduit for. And yet, these women that have appeared alongside it, newcomers and clearly outsiders of Salem, they will be investigated. Marquark says, could it be the Watcher? Herf-blistically the Watcher? If anybody's not seen that, Marquark pulled a great clip of it that I've watched a couple of times, actually, Marquark. In our clip section, look for, is it called Herf-blistically correct or something like that? It has the word Herf-blistically. It's in the clip section. Thank you to Marquark for getting it. Do check it out. And all credit for that, by the way, goes to Bill Dungsroman. Okay, so we got that. We've really found like a fairly densely laid out little pocket of extra woods here. We found a bunch of cards, a bunch of journal pages. Before I go opening up any new pathways, I want to make sure that we see everything that this area has to offer. Hopefully Azric will be by someday. I don't know. I think it's because of our like shared love of superheroes and superhero stories, but without, and I won't say a word about what happens in it, but I do want to commiserate with Azric how good Miles Morales was. I have thought a lot about that ending since our finale episode. I really, really liked it. Okay, so we've got 2 doors that we can break down. Where am I? I'm here. So one goes over this way, and one I think probably goes to the south, but let's not worry about that. Hold on. So this one goes... yeah, sort of up and over. So let's see what this is. Black
Curious.
Black Pyramid of Arcane Stone crafted by the Sisters of the Coven. Now, this has skulls in it, and if you remember at one point we were collecting skulls. That was like one episode. But what I... Oh, you know what? Hold on. I think we found 3 skulls, and maybe there's a 4th, because if you look, there's no skull on the back side here. Maybe that's... It's just like the dolls.
That is... something.
Where once we find all the pieces, then something's going to happen. So, hold on a second. So, the pyramid is up here. It's just beneath the Garden of Envy. Let's try to remember exactly where that is, because someday I'll find a 4th skull. And we still can't get that. All right. Jellybun is going to be right back. One of the episodes of Marvel's What If series, that cartoon series, is about, like, what if the Watcher abandoned his vows and, like, directly interceded. I'm curious to see that one, but also recognize that basically all of the What If stories feel pretty disappointing to me.
Set revels in his blessing.
And I don't know, the thing is, I don't know what to fix about them. They feel absolutely weightless to me. Like, every episode is, what if a bunch of stuff happened? What if stuff happened? What if things occurred? And then it's just like, we get to just do whatever. And is it frustrating if you're watching an episode of your favorite series when at the end it turns out to all have just been a dream, if you knew from the beginning going in, well, it's all just going to be a dream. Like, nothing matters. It is just a fanciful what if scenario. I mean, that's literally the name of the series. So, I don't feel like there's anything else in this area to look at. Okay, so let's go down into the main area. Jav said they were pretty bad, and it's like, forgive me if I shared this thought even earlier in this series, in this, like, Marvel Midnight Sun series, but I really have been thinking about, like, what is it that's wrong with them? Why do I find them so unsatisfying? And, like, it's just like a bunch of stuff happens, but isn't that the point? That's the goal of the series. And I think it's that, and I'm trying to remember if I shared this thought, but I keep coming back to it. If the what if episodes expose something new about the characters or their relationships, if they took you down a path untraveled and did something other than, oh man, that'd be a bunch of, like, randomness that occurred, and rather felt like they were illuminating aspects of this character, their personality, the things that drive them, in a way that gave you a better understanding of who they are, that would be, or who they're not. Like, you know, what would it be like if Tony Stark had never been Iron Man or something? I don't think that's one of the episodes, although there's one that's very close to that. And that could be kind of interesting if it gave you more insight into who Tony Stark is. So the fact that every single episode invariably seems to arc around to, well, everybody's still the same, they're just in a different position. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like just rearranging the pieces on a chessboard and then saying, but everybody still has the same abilities. You know, the queen can still do whatever the queen does, they just start one square over. That's not a very interesting way to redesign chess, I don't think. So before we go on with the story and go to bed and whatever else, I do have a new key code to put in on the stones, and that's over here. But we're definitely going to walk it because... No, I don't want to fast travel. I just want to... Yeah, toggle waypoint. Just get me over there. The reason we're going to walk it is because if we find any more, like, cracked gateways, then we'll know how to get in there. Also, I'm sorry, which way am I going on this fork? To the left. Jab said some of the What If comics were very good. Yeah, I feel like I read a couple of those. I've said on occasion that I've only ever read like 1 or 2 comic books, but one of them that I remember was like a what if about the Fantastic Four and what if their powers were really messed up. I think I probably described that episode a couple times. You know, Johnny Storm randomly catches on fire, and though he doesn't burn, he feels like he's burning. The Thing is, you know, a rock monster, but he continues to calcify and just keeps like growing more rock, and he can't move anymore. He's like trapped in this indestructible form and just like slowly spreading, unable to control it. There's a lot of body horror in that one, which I thought was interesting. Okay, so now we're going to turn to our trusty cell phone picture. And we're looking for... So we're going to touch the triangle one first. Yes, this one. Followed by the crescent man. And then the guy with an arrow through his head. Then we want the triangle that's shrugging. And Mr. V. Oh, mystery complete. That was actually... I thought that there might be some more, but no, that's 3 out of 3. Mystery complete. We found all the codes. So Jab is saying it's not... Ooh, Dusk Palette. Jab is saying it's not the premise. They were just done poorly. Yeah, it felt like... Was it about What If? No, there was something else. Oh, it was the Boys animated series. Yeah, that was much worse. I remember my summation of the Boys series is that that's where they send all the worst ideas in the writer's room so that they get out of the writer's heads and then everybody else can move on constructively. They put it into that awful... Like there was exactly like one animated Boys episode that I didn't dislike. And then the rest were like, oh God, can you imagine somebody having this be their first exposure to the universe of the Boys? No, What If isn't that bad, but it does feel like the writers were just like to whatever extent that there was any coordination between the writers about what episodes, what stories that they wanted to tell, it was, I don't know, whatever. It doesn't matter. Do whatever you want. Okay, I feel like... So, the big issue here, and I'm not gonna, like, do this right now, but if we go to collections, 8 out of 12 Hiram Shaw. I don't really care about that. The Hunter's Journal, I would kind of like to get that, and the Caretaker's Journal. Bones of the Dead, I'd probably like to get that. The Skulls, that's exactly it. So I don't have 3 out of 4, I have 3 out of 6. So that may not have anything to do with the pyramid at all. I didn't know that we were collecting apothecary vessels prior to this moment. Then interrogation records and no memory. Wanda's journal I might not like to complete. Lilith's journal. I want the tarot cards. Like, I think I said this in episode 1. If I don't find the tarot cards, probably by the start of part 3 of the story, assuming that there is a chapter 3, I will look up a guide and we will have one episode where I go get the last 3 cards. I'm just saying that aloud right now. There are things in a game that I absolutely will refuse to look up unless I can solve them myself. And then there's things it's like, well, we sprinkled these random collectibles around and you could even like walk by them a couple times.
What is this?
Without necessarily seeing them. That second category, I'll just look up, honestly. And I, I'm not mad at the developers or anything. I'm just like, well, I didn't find them on my own. Let's consult a guide. But I'm not going to do it right now. I feel... Where am I in the world? I'm here. Yeah, I don't remember there being any, like, closed-off areas. No, there was. Hold on. There was a closed-off area next to Agatha's altar, now that I think about it. That was over here? Wasn't there one over here? Or did I already open it up? Whispering Wood. No, I thought... I could have sworn there was one... Like one of the cracked doorways. That I was like, oh, I can't go through this yet. It seems weird. Nope, not over there. Jab is saying... The what if the Punisher killed the Marvel Universe was so funny, Mr. Fantastic was found in a dumpster is one of my favorite lines ever. Yeah, the Fantastic Four are not my favorites. I hope that I live long enough to see a Fantastic Four movie that is not embarrassing. That I don't feel embarrassed that I'm sitting and watching. I feel like the Fantastic Four movies that exist at this time are what people who don't like superhero movies think superhero movies are like. And even that is probably not fair because I feel like a lot of people now who don't like superhero movies have probably seen a bunch of them. They've probably been like dragged by friends and family, maybe kids in their lives, and they've sat through like these what they would consider to be interminable Marvel movies where some guy shows up and says, "My name is Fin Fang Foom," and everybody in the audience gasps, and the person sitting there like, what the fuck is this? What is anybody talking about? So, like, I don't mean to, like, diminish. I really like these movies, but I can easily leave room that people will have experienced them and be like, no, this just isn't for me. But yeah, the Fantastic Four movies, like the Jessica Alba movies in particular. Oh, here we go. This is the one I was thinking of. How close am I to where I thought it was? Pretty close, actually. I didn't quite go far enough.
Set regards no obstacles.
Okay, so what do we have back here? Give me 3 tarot cards and we'll be happy. I feel like I've been here before, but let's look. I may not have been here before. Yeah, hold on. So before I do this, let's remember to repair the bridge, but I'll come back and do that. I want to look on this side of the bridge first. I've learned through my many years of getting lost in games. Oh, here's a murky vessel. An innocent victim of the witch trials. Journal of Hiram Shaw, 1690. Forgive me, Father, for my sight's wander. Though I find myself drifting further and further from my beloved wife into my work, I did not expect that my heart would lead me astray as my mind does. And to such a wretch as Lilith, I should curse the ground upon her feet. Crowned upon her feet. And yet I cannot help but fantasize about the power we would share if she were by my side. We could align our causes and seek out the remaining Darkhold pages together. We would be unstoppable. 2 men contemplating the moon is what we just got. So that feels more like Hiram Shaw, Hiram Shaw. And I want to make it clear that the characters in the game pronounce it that way. Hiram Shaw, that he is really, really interested in power. And that probably comes from a bit of a natural desire and a bit of exposure to Mr. Cthon there. But the way that he is, like, he's so righteous and, like, burn all the witches, and then he's, like, super into Lilith at the same time. It reminds me of my personal favorite animated Disney movie, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I don't think that that is a popular choice. I feel like a lot of people like The Little Mermaid, which I also enjoy. Beauty and the Beast, super strong movie. I like that one. I really like the music in it. In that one, I like the design of the beast as well.
The son of Gaia approves.
Those are the ones that really come to mind. I never saw Hercules. I didn't really like The Lion King. Wow, I'm kind of drawing a blank on other, like, animated Disney movies that I've seen, but I really liked The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Notre Dame? How do you say it? I thought that movie was great. I thought that it was much more adult-oriented than pretty much any of the other Disney movies that I'd seen at the time. I don't think that it caught on. I feel like Oh, hold on. Once the remains of an innocent victim. Okay. Once held the remains. But like, you guys, there's a whole song where the proctor of the church, whatever his name, sings, like, does a whole musical number about how he cannot get his physical attraction for Esmeralda out of his mind, and in order to purify his own human urges, he's gonna have her like burned at the stake. Like, it's a super dark song for like this animated thing. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it, but I really like The Hunchback, and that's how I feel about Hiram Shaw here. Speaking of whom, 1689. The witches that oppose me appear to have powerful friends from afar. I'm grateful for the young village boy that has been my eyes these last weeks, trailing them. A group of cloaked figures met with the witches beneath the cover of darkness and bestowed upon them some artifact. Even the boy could sense its power, and he is not of the blessed like myself. I'm increasing my efforts and have already convinced the people of Salem that these witches are a formidable threat, worthy only of the hanging tree. Jab is more of a Pixar guy. Hold on. Still life. The trouble with the legendary masterworks is that they are either works from or homages to an era of artistry that I don't know at all anything about and don't hold in very high esteem personally, and then I can like design comic book covers that I put up instead. So I really like doing the second thing. I feel bad for all of the artwork that's in the game. Oh, we could do our purify here.
He is in agreement.
Yeah, I have, just like I'm a big fan of Notre Dame, and that's probably, wow. How many, wait, I have 5 of 6. We've like doubled our number of apothecary vessels just from wandering around in here. Jelly Buns is back, but probably going to put you up on the TV and curl up into bed. Jelly Buns, if we can be even a little bit of comfort as you sort of convalesce and feel better, I will be happy to be it. But yeah, Pixar movies, I've seen so few of them. Like, I need to see more, and as I like go down the list, it's not that I've not watched any of these out of a lack of, no, I don't want to see that. I just haven't seen any of them. They're never on any of the channels that we get. They're probably on Disney Plus. We should just watch them there. So yeah, hold on. Let me follow this line around. I just want to make sure, because this would lead back up to the shop, except that I can't get there here. And if that's what it is, that's what it is. Yeah, Toy Story, great. The Incredibles, I may have shared this in the past, but The Incredibles was so good, I don't think I'll ever watch it again. I feel like watching The Incredibles a second time would diminish my memory of it and the experience that I had of it that first time. I found that movie very, very touching, like very effective, and kind of don't want to see it again for fear that it will only remove that very powerful reaction that I had to it for the first time. And then the other Pixar movie that comes to mind that I've seen that I went to see in theaters and I have to say was pretty disappointed by was WALL-E. And when I say that, people are like, what? No. But yeah, WALL-E was a movie that I really, really liked the visual design of, but didn't enjoy the story of very much.
No obstacles.
Hey, there's our last fractured apothecary vessel. Collection complete. These vessels, wait, what did I get? 200 gloss. These vessels each protect the remains of an innocent victim of the Salem witch trials. So yeah, I'll keep an eye out for like the additional tarot cards and stuff. We're going to be coming out here from time to time to look for crafting materials. But yeah, I feel like we've basically finished the story and now it would only be collections. If I can complete additional collections or mysteries or whatever on my own, I'll do so. And if I can't, then I'll look up what we're missing in a guide. And depending on like audience feedback, I might run around and get them. My thought is, because the cards and the collectibles have a little bit of story to them, I'd rather do it on stream, but we'll maybe space it out so it's not like 3 hours of just running around and finding cards. Jab says, I think of The Incredibles, best superhero movie ever made. I don't think I can disagree with that. I will say there are points in... I know, like, we're not supposed to like it anymore, but in The Avengers, like the first movie, there are parts of that that make me laugh and clap my hands. I really, really adore that movie. And yet, I've seen that a couple times. I don't know that I will ever watch The Incredibles again. And, like, I really want that to be understood as a compliment. Like, that's how much that movie means to me. Okay. Okay, so the controller just rumbled and I don't know why. There's nothing here. There is nothing more for me to do tonight. We have Pet Charlie. We've talked to people. We did a hangout. We've completed at least one collection. Oh, there is one more thing. I knew there is one more thing. And it is over here. Jelly Buns has watched Cool Runnings at least 300 times in my life. I have seen Troop Beverly Hills at least that number of times. Gather round, you friends of mine. We're wilderness girls and it's cookie time. Yes, I know all the lyrics. I will not recite them here. Do not ask me why I've seen Troop Beverly Hills that many times. We were young and just had infinite time on our hands. A group of friends of mine, like right when we were the age of like the characters in that movie, for whatever reason, that was like the hot shit. And we watched it and like we would watch the movie like 3-4 times right in a row. I do not remember what it felt like to have that much free time on my hands, but I miss it. You know what? Maybe when I'm retired, I'll set about rewatching Troop Beverly Hills 19 times. Okay, let's go to bed. I could not, however, recite every line. I could recite a bunch of it. Wilderness girls don't bluff. I feel like I'm being bounced around like a ping pong ball. It's a flubbed line there by the lead singer of Kylie Rilo? What the hell's the name of that? Marquack will know this off the top of his head. Marquack, Jenny Lewis. What band is she a part of? Rilo Kilo. It's not Riley Kilo, which is what you might think, but it's like the letters are swapped around. It's like an anagram.
I don't say this lightly, but nice work out there, Eddie. I hope you'll feel welcome amongst the Midnight Suns.
What do you mean, feel welcome? What have I been doing this whole time?
You've been a probationary member. Now you're a trusted ally.
Oh, wow, that's great! Should I prepare a speech for the ceremony? And when do I get my badge?
There is no ceremony, and we don't have badges.
Oh, bummer. Is it cool if I design a badge for the team?
I'm sure I can find you some markers and construction paper.
Yeah, I was thinking more like clay, you know, so Tony can make a mold. I had some ideas. Maybe I can run them by you later.
I knew I'd regret this.
Where in the hell are you, Blaze?
Oh my god. We've really got to advance the main story. She's not going to stop fretting about
Hunter,
Blaze.
have you seen Blade around?
Blade? No, why? I'm sure I can summon him.
I've got some questions about vampires that I was hoping Blade could answer.
I have noticed you are very curious about Blade.
He's an interesting guy. Plus, we're both half human, half something else. We have common ground there. What do you think of him?
I'm still here. I think... So, like, honestly, I'm thinking here, what's the best wingman response? Is this too forward? Blade enjoys your company. It's very true. I would say this if I felt like... It feels too businesslike. But this feels too forward. Like it might, Captain Marvel is very businesslike. This feels so cold. I really don't know. I'm gonna go with Blade enjoys your company.
I believe he called you cool.
What? No way. I mean, I am cool, but not because Blade thinks so.
Explore this more, Carol.
We do not have time for an Apaka romance.
Time is all we have. Use it wisely.
Fine. I'm not great at this, feeling. End-of-the-world situations forge strong bonds. A half vampire, a resurrected hunter, a half alien.
Do not forget the guy whose head routinely catches on fire.
The Midnight Suns are one of the more colorful crews I've run with. Where in the hell are you, Blaze? Everyone knows me as Carol, but...
Oh, we've heard this one. Hold on.
Car-El? In the Cree language, it means champion. So you could say expectations were high from the very beginning.
So we have to check our Spider-Man Superlink message. I will also note that I think my goal is for the next mission to be the next story mission, but you know how this game goes. It can be difficult to predict.
Hunter, hello. Yes, dear?
Oh, she's done talking to us. Jelly Buns was saying that the Cool Runnings phase was in '89, and she was like 4 years old. Also, Jab was saying, badges, we don't need no stinking badges. That was actually Jab, another line from Troop Beverly Hills. The maid says, patches, we don't need no stinking patches. Read. Oh, no, we did it all. Right, there's no more tome of Wanda to read.
Where in the hell are you, Blaze?
Okay.
Privyet, Hunter.
The Abbey secrets hold secrets. There is power here if you know where to look. Open an arcane chest. I feel like we can work that into the next 4 days.
Thanks, Hunter.
True Beverly Hills is a super weird movie in which the children of the ultra rich are treated as the downtrodden group that has to like overcome the obstacles of all of the other Girl Scout troops being, or Wilderness Girl troops being like way better at it, whereas they don't know anything, so they just have to like fake it, and somehow they're the heroes of it. It's a weird movie.
It's not much, but I have managed to locate a few details.
Okay, here's a symbiote bomb. We are happy to help our new allies through your human tech is laughably simple. And we can apply bind for free. That is actually a really good craftable. Because there's plenty of times where if I could just lock down one enemy once, it'd be very helpful. So, Silent Partner I cannot do because we have to complete 6 missions with Captain America, and we've only done 4. And then the rest of these we need artifacts, so we can go past that. Let's open our gamma coil.
Okay, what's up? Genius inventor strikes again.
Oh, and Jab was thinking, Belushi. Wasn't that, am I turned around, isn't that a Cheech Marin thing? Patches, or sorry, badges, we don't need no stinking badges. Am I completely, wasn't that a Cheech and Chong thing, or am I completely wrong? I might be getting my references mixed up. Okay, let's redraw Holy Flame, because I don't want any part of it. It's a light side power. Fortify, now the trouble with Fortify is that I have 2 of them, and I'm pretty sure... Yep, that I've already got a modified and upgraded one. So let's redraw that one more time. Oh, I actually used all my redraws. Do I not have 2? Well, whatever. So, Symbiote Bind is new. Let's grab that. Special delivery, we have one that's already upgraded. That's just a regular one. It doesn't, like, is not starred in any way. And then quick slash. Well,
Big Tony's Forge of Mystery. We never close.
Under the circumstances, I'm going to go with special delivery with the expectation that I'll probably just burn it. Jab says, I thought it came from Belushi with their SNL Killer Beast skits. Oh, and I'm so sorry. I saw and then did not read aloud. Marquardt had identified the band as Rilo Keeley? I've never heard it said aloud. But thank you, Marquardt, for knowing that or looking it up.
Are there any curses I should be aware of?
Okay, this might... Locket of Icy Oceans.
Hunter. This will do nicely.
There we go. Hey, we got to do a bunch more research. Awesome. All right. So, one-man army. Utility battles. Combat item schematic. Draw 2 cards for a hero. Probably one that you can choose. Tactics debrief. First mission card is free. If that's free from having to cost intel, that's a hell of an upgrade. So we're going to do that one. Still no challenges. My prediction, again, is that you have to get to maximum friendship with a hero, and then you unlock their challenge mission. But that's a guess. Jab, now that we're talking about it, I don't know why I thought that badges, we don't need no sinking badges, is like a Cheech and Chong thing. Like, I don't remember why, like, where that came from, so I could be entirely wrong, and probably am. Alright, I'm level 3. No, I'm level 1 with Venom. Yeah, let's rank up with Venom.
Did you forget we're friends?
The fact that the tongue is still glitching out is a disappointment. Upgrade abilities.
Back again.
So let's see. We have a lot of essence that we can spend. An upgrade to Mindbreaker. 3 Berserk costs an extra heroism. I don't know. An upgrade to Spang. It's not one. I'm not even sure that I've ever used this.
To be a team player.
But on KO, that we do get to draw 2 cards. And I'm pretty sure that he does have it actually equipped. Yeah. Let me come back to that one. Deadpool. I just don't care about altogether now. I just cannot be made to care about it. So the upgraded Rain of Blows, yeah, it increases the damage that he gets for each heroism, and when we did the threat room last time, I think it demonstrated just how savage Captain Marvel is capable of being. So that was expensive. That was 200 heroic essence, and I was glad to do it. Let's check magic. Now, doesn't she have an upgraded trapdoor? She does. Now, hold on. Oh, but it's not a modified one. This one is starred. On KO, gain 1 resist. Yeah, let's do it.
Just give me a target.
Okay, mental note. We gotta check the deck for Captain Marvel and magic. And now I can't afford this right now. Witch Storm is really good. Oh, wait. Sorry, there was a Venom. An upgrade to Tasty Brains. On KO, the next Venom card attack does not consume Ravenous. I like every version of that. It seems a little expensive, but... Oh, this is going to move me further away from upgrading Witch Storm. I'll tell you what.
Don't stress it too much.
We're going to go see if we can craft enough heroic essence to get Witch Storm. Or burn something. Hold on. Let's go to inventory. Show me heroic cards. We're definitely not burning that. And we're definitely not burning this. Can you imagine? Oh, wow, it's a light side card. That's... Yeah, why is Summon Charlie a light side card? Charlie's my friend too, and I'm completely dark. Oh, yeah, this whip, we don't need this. We can salvage that one. And then... I might burn this Fist of Radiance. We're not going to use this again, right? I feel like it's a white level, Let's burn Swarm Plus. I feel like Swarm isn't really good. How much do I have now? I went to the wrong thing. Inventory. Resources. Oh, I'm 8 short. Okay, hold on. We're gonna go craft for the rest of it.
Where in the hell are you, Blaze?
Jab looked it up and says it's been used several times, originally in Treasure of the Sierra Madres, again in Blazing Saddles, and several times after. So, do we not... Is there not a single genesis of this? Is it just one of those things that... Is the line, badges, we don't need no stinking badges, like the Detective Munch of the one-liner? It's everywhere, and it doesn't hail from any specific continuity? Is that what we're learning here? I want... If we're gonna do it, let's do a major one. Major Heroic Essence. Let's hit it. Okay. Now I can afford to do the upgrade to the witch party that I really like.
How's my favorite hunter?
And Jelly Buns is saying she really needs to see Blazing Saddles. Blazing Saddles is a masterpiece. I don't necessarily like all Mel Brooks movies. I love Blazing Saddles. Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein are two movies that I and I probably shouldn't mention them in the same sentence because I think that Blazing Saddles is way smarter. It's way more subversive. It's way more cunning and cutting than Young Frankenstein is. But I really like both of those movies. This is going to be an unpopular thing again. Not a fan of Spaceballs. I liked it when I was younger. I've seen it more as an adult. I don't care for it very much. Sorry, upgrade abilities.
Ready to work?
This. Witch Storm Plus. Apply one vulnerable. So, I'm sorry, what is the upgrade? Oh, it's just less heroism. But yeah, well worth it.
Haha, nothing's gonna stop me now.
Okay. Before I forget, let's make sure that Magic has her upgraded cards. I did do one for Magic, didn't I? I need another Limbo's Grasp. We might actually craft one now that I look at it. An upgraded Limbo's Grasp. Limbo's Grasp. Okay, she did equip her thing, her upgraded Witch Storm. And then her upgraded Fists of Radiance. No. What we upgraded her heroism? Rain of Blows. Yes. So we want to put this in. Let's swap it out for... I really like Photon Beam. Let's take this. We're going to take Rain of Blows Plus. Modified Rain of Blows Plus. Okay. I think I would like to get 2 skill cards. Limbo's Grasp, which is purple. It's going to be very expensive, but for the rest of the mission, deal plus 82 damage to enemies knocked through a portal. That's a really good card for Magic. And then the other one would be an upgrade to Regroup. So let's go see what we can craft of those. Jelly Buns, you and I are we are completely of a mind on that. I loved Clue when I was young, and I love Clue today. Ability crafting.
The Forge is a powerful tool.
Oh, shit. Still have to turn it all the way down. Limbo's Grasp.
Alright, here's the plan.
I'm going to do this one first because I feel like it's more important, and I don't know how many epic blueprints I have.
That's all I can expect of you. This forge fire is something special.
And then for Captain Marvel,
I'm feeling
regroup.
today. Just
and I do have
hammer
enough.
Stuff and see how it goes.
I look forward to hearing how
okay,
this fares.
now I'm going to turn it back up. Let's go see if we can combine those. Hello to Grumpy. Yeah, Clue is... To me, you watch Clue, and it feels like the world was robbed of something that group of people did not go on to be an ensemble cast. As many times as I've seen Tim Curry or Madeline Kahn or Martin Mull or Annette O'Toole's husband, I cannot bring his name to mind right now. But he's in Breaking Better Call Saul. Everybody knows who I'm talking about. The guy that plays Mr. Green. As many times as I've seen them in my life,
makes perfect.
They will always be those characters for me. I will always see Martin Mull first and foremost as Colonel Mustard, and then I'll remember, oh no, wait, he's been in other stuff too. Wow, recover 102 health as well? Yeah, man. Lay it on me. Regroup plus. Christopher Lloyd. Yup, he's in that. All right. Limbo's Grasp. Create a portal. Oh, and it creates a portal too? I didn't even look at what the upgrade was going to be. That's awesome.
A powerful improvement.
Okay. Also, since we're doing upgrades for folks, let's apply some ability
Time
mods.
to take it to the next level.
What can we do for Regroup Plus? Nothing, because it's too expensive. Okay, so we're going to have to look at that later. Okay. I just did a bunch. Let's actually save it. The game has almost never crashed, but it has on occasion. I like to be a little careful. Grumpy said, I've never seen the movie Clue. I do not know how it would appeal to someone who's seeing it for the first time as an adult. I can only say that I really enjoy it. Jellybun says that her sister was nonverbal for her early childhood, but she started talking more and more, and we quote things like Clue at each other to talk. Yeah, since Grumpy hasn't seen it, now I don't want to say any quotes of it at all, but it's, I enjoyed it. So, Spider-Man says... Hunter, if anyone told a young me that one day I'd be friends with the coolest Revenant on the Eastern Seaboard, I probably would have asked, what's a Revenant? I usually swing through the Abbey grounds, but I could be persuaded to take the scenic route. I'm persuasive, I'll meet you there.
You know, I've been thinking, Hunter, and have come to the conclusion that we need a theme song.
We do?
Yes. We're practically a two-person team here, and I think this is the natural next step in our friendship. So, you got a favorite genre of music we could put the tune to?
I feel like the only genre of music that she's acquainted with in the modern day is heavy metal because she hangs out with Magic and is friends with Magic.
We need something that will let our enemies know who they are dealing with.
Like?
That metal music Nico and Magic like to listen to. It is dark and menacing, and should strike terror into the hearts of our enemies.
I don't know, Hunter. I'm pretty sure I've heard some Lilin lieutenants blast heavy metal on one of those death marches. I don't think that's gonna frighten them. I was thinking more like... Hunter and Spider-Man! Hunter and Spider-Man! One is a hunter, the other Spider-Man! They are Hunter and Spider-Man! So, what do you think?
I'm sorry, Peter. We're gonna lose friendship points here.
Okay, I'll work on it. In the meantime, I was wondering, what do you think about that other thing I asked you about?
What other thing?
Me joining the Midnight Suns. I don't know if you remember, but you said I need to prove myself to the Suns. One quick question. How exactly?
The one thing that all the Suns have in common is that we are not afraid to tread a little closer to our darker side.
I've been there once. It wasn't a good look, and no one should dance like that. But you know what? I can give it another go. Watch out, world. A slightly darker Spider-Man is here. One that doesn't change the toilet paper roll, or squeezes the toothpaste right in the middle of the tube. Okay, thanks for the solid advice as always, Hunter. Till next time.
Okay, sorry. +1 for the dig at Spider-Man 3. No one should be forced to dance like that, see somebody dance like that. Whatever the line was, I enjoyed it. Okay. We've done our training. We've done our crafting. We haven't checked the chests yet. And there is one, and we will be able to solve our quest. And hold on, we haven't pet Charlie yet. So Charlie is going to be inside. And now I don't know where Charlie is. Charlie's in my room? No, she's by the television. All right. And oh, hold on.
What you doing, Charlie?
Jellybuns was saying of Christopher Lloyd, he's probably Doc Brown first to me. Tim Curry, however, is probably the butler from Clue first for me. Yeah, I really felt sad when I heard that Tim Curry, he had a stroke a few years ago, and if he has done interviews or made any appearances since then, I just haven't seen them, so I don't know how his recovery has been. But yeah, he left a long-term mark on me as the butler from Clue. I also know that he was in Rocky Horror Picture Show, but that movie is just like not for me. Maybe someday I need to sit down and like really watch it all the way through, but yeah, that movie just seems... I know that it's supposed to be like really campy and stuff. It's so dumb. I can't with that movie. You know what it is? I remember at one point, it's very early in the movie, it's like the people who made it have no control over the zoom feature on their camera. Oops. And there's one song where it's just like, on every line, it feels like it's doing this very long zoom into something far away. It's like, what is this? What is this cinematography? I'm not even sure that I got to the part of that movie where Tim Curry is in. Oh, hold on. Caretaker has something more to say. Okay. Say what you will about the Spider-Man cartoon, says Jab, but the theme song was the best. I have to confess that when I would go around off stream while playing the Insomniac Spider-Man and getting collectibles, I'd be going, Spider-Man, Spider-Man. And actually, I was exchanging with lyrics. Spider-Man, millennial kid, Spider-Man. Oh, I forgot about that until you brought it up.
Regardless of what Mr. Stark thinks, the mirror table was guiding our hand reliably for centuries before the advent of computers.
Okay, I opened a chest so I can complete the request.
Thank you, Hunter.
We got 20 arcane knowledge, which doesn't help me because I'm at max, and 10 hunter fortitude, which does help me because that's more magic, more maximum health granted at block at the start of every mission. Okay. I have something in my eye, which sucks, and... Oh, hold on, we have some new things. So here's, yeah, let's put this on because I've never worn it. I guess this is the reward for having finished the Abbey storyline. So we're gonna equip this. I really do, it's very like Assassin's Creed-y. Except again, it's not like with a robe. It's more of just like a... Wow, this is the first outfit where I don't hate the white, specifically because it's so Assassin's Creed-y. No. Kind of like the purple. I like that the purple, the pants are a different purple than everything else. This looks cool. I like this one. I like this one. Sort of like a, yeah, I was gonna say like a deep blue. Get that? Green, and then yellow. I want to do the purple one. I like this. I like the purple is very bright, and it looks. It doesn't look like it's lit up, but it looks like it could be. Jellybun says, the only true mark of evil is people who eat Kit Kats without breaking them first. I tried that once, and I found it very unsatisfying. I never did it again. Okay, now... Yeah, so we don't have any ops to do.
See you soon.
When we do our intel mission, then we'll be able to build an upgrade for the ops room. Okay. So we're going to go do our threat room mission, because that gives us a chance to level up our characters. And I'm going to save it again, because we just did a whole bunch of more stuff. Jellybuns did eventually watch Taxi on age 9, an unhealthy amount of I Love Lucy. I Love Lucy is one of those older, like, sitcoms that I've never really seen and didn't get into. It's sort of like the Three Stooges. I don't have much of an opinion because I just haven't seen very much of it. But I was a big fan of the Dick Van Dyke Show, Green Acres, Gidget. Never watched Happy Days. Well, I guess Deadpool's our lowest level character, so I'd probably do him, I guess. Let's look to see. I don't even know that I have enough cards to really do a bunch of editing. The only thing is Boom Headshot. It's just a straight attack. Nah. Let's see what we can do with just, like, regular Deadpool. Jellybuns watched a lot of old TV programs with her grandma. We'd sit on the couch and eat ice cream and watch Nick at Night or the news sometimes. I watched a lot of the news when I was growing up. Get the cursor out of the way.
I'm feeling pretty good about this.
Chain to another target, max 2 targets. I feel like, yeah, let's start with that.
Step right up. Yes.
I think there were other old sitcoms that I used to watch growing up. I saw some of, like, the Addams Family, but probably at that age saw more of the Munsters. Draw 2 cards. This uses up a card play. We'll do this. Chain 2.
Bad luck for you, friendo. Sorry, babe. It's not you, it's me.
So, wait, how much in Fuego do I have? Like, the bars don't look like they're lit up. I'm not sure how to read this interface, maybe. But no, I've got 2. So, we can get plus 16 damage on Death from Above. At issue is I don't know how many of these guys have 81 hit points or fewer. Those will kill 2 guys. I don't have any position, any option to, like, move guys. Oh, but we can do this. Knockback. This is a better move, I feel like. Let's do a move.
Somebody call the meat wagon. I hope you're keeping score at home.
Damage each target in an area. I do this as long as he doesn't go into the area. Yeah, no, he won't. That'll, among other things, it'll pop the explodey barrel.
Allow me. listen to you, evildoer!
So, does Enfuego get... No, I guess it doesn't. Consumed. So, we can death from above this guy. I feel like what I want to do more, because I have a lot of cards in my hand right now, I'd rather focus on, like, taking out a couple of guys to, like, eat up the cards, basically.
It's about time!
Jellybuns, is, to be honest, says she didn't know Deadpool had guns. I've only seen a little bit of Deadpool, and most of it, I'd say at this point, probably from the movie, that I don't remember especially well. So this guy has a ton of hit points, and that probably means that he's going to do a lot of damage. I don't quite have enough to do... Oh, the bars don't light up, you just get them. Okay, reduce heroism cost by 1. Well, I do kind of like the idea of using... Oh, I guess I'm going to do it. I didn't mean to double click. Okay, that was most of his health. Not enough to quick shot him, though. So... Pain Pinata isn't quite enough. We throw this rock at him. Sure.
Insert catchphrase here!
Jellybuns is going to curl up in bed. Have a good night. Jellybuns, have a great night. And Samalander, thank you for doing the shout-out. Okay, I do have a discard that I can use. Chain 2. We can take this guy out. Yep.
With extreme prejudice. Don't worry. They're just sleeping.
Okay, our last two guys, again, have lots of hit points. So, Overpowered will do knockback, but the trouble is it doesn't really knock him back into anything. So I feel like we're missing out there. We also draw 4 cards, but I don't remember what the maximum is. I might be close to it. I've got 2 card plays. Okay, let's mag dump this guy.
Are we excited? Look how swool I am.
Yeah, boy, we've really got the last 2 guys. So then do 2 on this guy. Not enough to kill him, though. This would kill him. It also feels like a little bit of overkill, but yeah, screw it.
You! Mama said knock you out.
Okay, mag dump on this guy seems like a really good call. It's not enough to kill him, but I don't think that I can do enough to kill him. Let's think about it for a second. Yeah, the 109 is already taking into account the extra damage. Drawing 4 cards doesn't help us. Quick shot doesn't help us. Yeah, let's aim at the maximum amount of damage.
I'm gonna get ya!
Now, if I could discard and then do a move, but I can't knock him into anything, so it would just be shoving him out of bounds and he just comes right back in. Yeah, doesn't really help me right now, so we will end.
No points for persistence.
And I think Deadpool heals a little bit at the start of every turn no matter what. Yep, there we go.
Is this like a biblical thing? Should I be concerned?
Oh, hold on. I need... All right. Let's do this. We're going to shove him into that explodey barrel. And now we'll do... Oh, actually, I just used my... I didn't use anything, but I don't have any heroism. So, let's quick shot this guy. That'll get me 1 heroism. And I'm going to say anything that I can do to maybe soften up that guy.
Mucho gusto! Why is that so fun?
A Pain Pinata is what I wanted to do, because that's... it doesn't kill anybody, though, anymore. It was better when we had a whole cloud of dudes. I could do this, because that kills the guy on the left, and it refunds the card play. Okay, let's do... Yeah. Let's do Pain Pinata. We'll do that here. I don't want to hit the, bounce place. Launch place. Vaulting point.
Right in the money maker.
And now I'm willing to bet that on Spread the Love, we can kill that guy and... How much is this? How much? That guy's 75 hit points. I've got a couple moves that can kill 75 hit point guys. So let's see if we can continue to work this guy down a little bit.
Insert catchphrase. I should probably feel bad about that.
Yeah, mag dump this guy. He's still got a bunch of hit points, but we worked him down to the point where we can finish him off.
I should probably feel bad about that.
2 dudes left. Now, this guy, we should have a couple options to deal with. And yet, don't actually feel like I do. Let's... Let's use this in the guy with the more hit points.
Right in the money maker.
Oh, nice. Yeah, and then we'll just do it again.
Mama said knock you out.
I'm gonna discard... Well, no, I don't need to discard anything, because I can't do anything with a move on this round. No, we're good. I'm gonna end the turn.
More goons? Oh, you shouldn't have. Really?
Okay, I like the overpowered because of the knockback. And for the first time, I feel like there's something that we can do about it. Let's do that, and then, yeah, kick him into his friend so that we get the card play refunded. Now, yep, we can spread the love on that guy. Instant death, and... Well, I guess we'll start softening up one of these guys.
Step right up, test your strength. Why is that so fun?
Overpowered. Okay, I like this. Yeah, let's repeat this. Seemed to work out okay the last time. Now, hold on a second. The Enfuego pips down at the bottom left, now they are lit up. Fill the meter by KOing enemies with Deadpool abilities to gain 1 Enfuego. Each stack of Enfuego increases the power of Deadpool abilities. Okay. I guess it shows there that I have 4, but why is it down at the bottom left? I've got, like, 3 that are lit up, and then the 4th one is not. Death from above. That is... Yeah, enough to get that guy, but more importantly... Yeah, let's take this guy. We got a lot of hit points. Samlander sees 3 in Fuego, not 4.
Gee, I better distribute my skill points.
Yeah, it looks like one of them is... Well, see, now it is lit up. It's so... And now I have 5, Samlander. I have 5 in Fuegos. You can see here on, like, his thing. The little green flame there. It's a curious interface, I'll say that. I bet that if we kick him into that, that's enough to kill him. This is easily the most in Fuego I've had. Because doesn't Deadpool, if I'm remembering correctly, doesn't he lose in Fuego when he takes damage? Yeah, man. Kick that guy into that guy.
I hope you're keeping score at home.
Yeah.
Don't worry, they're just sleeping.
Boy, this is going really well.
Are we excited?
Samlander, I think you max out at 5. Probably. I can't imagine they just let you go up indefinitely. This would be free, and at this point, I have maximum heroism anyway, so... Well, no, we've got one more round after this, I think. I could be wrong on that. Let's just, quick shot him.
Let that be a lesson to you.
Done.
Evil doer.
Because I had like a hell of a day. I'm really enjoying just like strategizing here. Hello to Jägermeister. Jägermeister, I hope that you've had a great Thursday. You too, Samlander, by the way. Okay. And now, as far as I know, we're going to go do a story mission. Hold on. Stan Lee and Steve Ditko introduced the Sorcerer Supreme. In his first appearance, the Doctor aids a man plagued by a recurring nightmare by entering the dream itself. Also, your first entry into the Sanctum Sanctorum, Mystery HQ of Doctor Strange. A stoic companion for those who seek to remain calm in the face of life's endless trials. A guide based on the writings of the greatest known Stoics of history, including Epictetus or I don't know how to pronounce that. Marcus Aurelius and Black Bolt. So, I mean, I don't know. It feels like maybe a Venom thing to like keep your calm. And then 1,000 jelly beans, but 0 jelly buns, and those are the ones that we value the most. I don't know that I care about the snack box. Mostly because I don't know who it would be for. I don't know who wants the candy.
What do you mean, feel welcome? What have I been doing this whole time?
Oh boy, hold on, they're doing this story again. So, the Not So Beautiful Mind. Let's do the story mission.
Wow, that's great! Should I prepare a speech for the ceremony?
Howard Stark's dormant files in the Gamma Accelerator have been reopened, but to what end? Oh, look in the little picture. Look, she's wearing her her hooded outfit. I like that.
Was running a search for our new pal Blaze's location, and all of a sudden, this happened.
Equo ne credite tucri.
Latin? Do not trust the horse Trojans. Carol, just what type of search were you running? There. It's a message. Well, more like a bad dad joke from beyond the grave.
Howard?
His research files. Whenever there's any unauthorized access, the Trojan Horse program activates, and bingo. There's our little thief right there.
The Southwest. That cannot be a coincidence.
Tony, did Howard do this to all his files?
Oh no, only the good stuff. The really juicy stuff.
How? Juicy.
Well, I'll give you 2 guesses, but you'll only need one. A big green one.
Jägermeister was saying that today was a day off, so we got to play some pickleball this morning with some better players, but I played really well against them. Jägermeister, that's great! Yeah, so we're definitely bringing... Can I modify his deck at all? I don't think that we need to, I just want to look.
Where the hell are you, Blaze?
Double your current heroism. It's okay. I should do like our upgraded Mark Target Plus better. And then Precision Plus. Now hold on. Precision Plus, it's a heroic. Next Iron Man card is not discarded. It's free. Redraw to reduce heroism cost by 1. The thing is, I really like his current abilities. New plan is nice. What is Leave It to Me exactly? Draw 2 cards plus 2 redraws. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to swap him out for anything. So, then, who do we want to bring? And probably one of our lower level characters, I would think. Like, let's keep trying to level people up. Let's bring Magic. Clarity. Yeah, these are pretty good abilities. I don't really know who we're going to face on this mission, so... Jägermeister has a tournament next week, and will be really happy if he played as well again.
Gotta admit, I'm super curious to find out what Bruce has been digging up in the old files.
And how Lilith plans to use it against us.
Something tells me Banner wasn't looking for a way to undemonify himself. Is undemonify even a word?
So I like it when like the character that we brought along, like we could have chosen anybody, but Nico also has like a line of dialogue there. I like that because it implies that anybody would have had a line of dialogue.
Banner is searching for in the Stark files, then get back here.
We got this, Sarah. I know how to handle Bruce.
He's fallen under Lilith's power. He's no longer the same man you knew.
Yeah, he's a little more exciting now.
Stark, wait! We don't know what he's planning.
Hesitated with Bruce before and it cost us. Don't worry. This time I've accounted for...
And if these results are correct, it changes everything.
You knowingly triggered that Trojan horse, didn't you?
I did.
Another trap, Bruce? I'm disappointed.
No trap, Tony. An invitation.
To what? Join Queen Demon and the creepy crew? If anyone could fight her off,
I'd have thought it'd be you.
And why would I ever want to do that? She values me, not the monster you all seem so fixated with. Together, we will shatter the limitations of what you refer to as magic and science. But don't take my word on it. My Gamma Accelerator is only the first step. We stand on the precipice of true
Yeah, heard that one before. Usually when Pops was ready to kick off a new arms race.
Save your phony disgust for the cameras. We both know you're interested. I want you to finish Howard's work.
Uh-huh.
With me.
Of course.
Together we will fulfill your father's destiny.
Yep.
And bask in the glory of the Dark Mother.
And there it is. Well, Bruce, I can see how well this whole Lilith thing is working out for you, but the problem is, I already have a team. And while I appreciate the generous offer, we're gonna take back my father's data, and then kick your evil ass.
You misunderstand me, Tony. I wasn't asking.
Protect the Hydra server and hack all of the terminals. Defeat enemies before they can damage or destroy the server. Use the hacked data cards to retrieve data and resources from the terminals. Hacking the last terminal will end the mission. And then redraw to double resources and increase heroism cost by 2. To double resources. Am I trying to reach a
Dr. Banner was kind enough to alert Hydra's forces to your presence. If you ever wanted to show off your elite hacking skills, now would be the time, Mr. Stark.
Me? Show off? What would ever give you that idea? And didn't I tell you to call me Tony?
Just hack the computer before they smash it, please, Tony.
See, that wasn't so hard.
Enemies that display this indicator. Okay, so there's like a red star. Will attack the server on their turn. Like a red badge or whatever. Defeat or control these enemies to protect the device. Okay, so those are... Yep. That guy, who's a minion, and then this guy. And everybody else, we can sort of like eat the damage if we want to. Now, this we can redraw. Redraw to double resources. What do you mean double resources? What is that? Whoops. Well, I guess we're going to find out. Oh, double like the 62 gloss? Oh, I don't care about that. I mean, if it was like essence, then I love gloss, don't get me wrong, but no, I don't. That doesn't matter to me. And I double that to spend more heroism on it. Okay, how about... We're going to redraw Quick Blast and then use it to knock that guy into... I would like that card because we get a lot of block out of it.
I'm saving my energy for the new... I gotta say, the whole Hail Hydra thing is pretty stale. Got any new material?
I don't know if I want to add forceful to it yet. Yeah, no, I definitely don't want to blow up my own server. So, forceful would do like this much damage. I actually don't know if it does more damage or just goes farther. So, let's actually... Also, Marquardt would say, don't forget to knock your guys into the other guys. But I don't see a lot of options to do that yet. So, let's redraw that. We're going to add forceful. And then we're going to kick that guy. Yeah, it does do more damage.
Sure, why not? Whatever gets the job done.
Okay, we've got one card play left. This is free, and I can no longer redraw. Oh, you know what I should have spent my redraws on? Air Superiority. But let's do Precision Plus. However, that doesn't... Yeah, this eats heroism, but it doesn't really help me very much. Okay, how about instead, we're going to have Hunter throw this at that guy, just so that we don't take any server damage this round. And then, Wild Strike will give us one vulnerable, and that's a problem because we have 3 guys that are going to attack Hunter, and I don't want her to take double damage from it. So, I feel like... Okay, Hunter. Whoops. I can't knock this guy into... Oh, I can knock this guy into Tony. Okay, let's do this just because it's better. We'll get a lot more out of it. Don't actually know why I got an extra card out of that. On KO, restore 58 health to Nico or an ally selected randomly. Well, nobody needs that, but if we can take somebody off the board, 87 points of damage. Yeah. Why don't we knock that guy out?
You asked for it.
Now that was something.
And that's my last play for now. Now, I could use a discard and move. Potentially I could hit this guy, but unless I knock him into the thing, I don't think that I can knock him into something that does damage to him. Yeah, let's... Well, hold on. I could... But I can't really kick it anywhere useful. Yeah. You throw this into that guy. It's probably a good use of some heroism, I think.
Getting it done any way we know how.
I'm hurt bad.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Forever in service. I've been waiting.
Jägermeister, will you be streaming tonight yourself? I know that you try to stream every single day, so I assume the answer is yes.
Watch the paint job.
You will have to do
Ow.
better than that.
And if you are streaming, what's the game?
Her children will join us soon.
For that matter, Salmolander, you're doing some more Forbidden West tomorrow, is that right?
You really are a terrible salesman, Bruce. At least butter me up before you attack my deservedly huge ego.
Okay, 25 credits. I think I will redraw that. But let's be careful though, because I could also redraw Air Superiority and get that boosted up. I can do that one more time. Yeah, let's redraw that. We're gonna get 50 credits. I need one more heroism to use it. Oh, and these guys are both getting ready to attack. The terminal specifically. Okay. So how many people are attacking Hunter this round? Only one, and it's a minion. So I'm gonna risk the fact that I can do this, but 202 points of damage? Oh, we can't quite kill her. I've already used my redraws, and Iron Man really benefits from extra redraws. Let's use this on Hunter.
Let me help.
Simlander says...
your concern.
Oh, and Jägermeister's streaming, yes, but not sure. It could be Atomic Heart, Fist, or maybe Phoenix. Wow, those are three great choices. They will attack their nearest enemy twice. Oh, I really like this. Yeah, so if I use it on this guy, I think he... Oh, but that guy, even though the bar is longer, this guy has more hit points. Yeah, let's do this. Symbiote Bind is a very cool ability to have right now. Now there's one guy left. We've got one card play. I need to do 65 points of damage to this dude. There's only one guy targeting it. 65 points of damage. I could wild strike him. Yeah, there's only one enemy attacking Hunter, so she wouldn't take too much damage. I'd rather use this to take one of the witches down. I feel like what's better, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use the nanotech weave.
The power of the light.
And then I'm gonna hack... Oh, because we made it more expensive. I had the heroism. Whoops. I mean, that's fine. We're gonna hack the device because I feel like that's our pathway to success here. Even if it takes a little bit of damage, we're gonna be okay. Yeah. Sam Lander saying now that his tall neck is built, he really wants to get back into Forbidden West. Yeah, I will say this of Fist, Jägermeister. I don't know much about Atomic Heart or Phoenix, but as far as Fist goes, my feeling on that game was that if I didn't stay on top of it, I was going to... Like, my skill at playing it was going to atrophy really quickly. So I wanted to... God, I can't knock him into anything. I can knock somebody into this, maybe, but not really. How much damage does this do? 115. I'd rather knock it into multiple guys then. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Let's just get that guy down.
Nothing personal, all right? How much is Lilith paying you guys anyway? It can't be enough.
I'm gonna say... Oh, wait, do I have +2 redraws? Okay, well, that's good. And then let's redraw on air superiority. Right. So now the question is, do I want to use this? And I'm gonna say I don't have to decide right now because it's free to do. Yeah.
Never surrender.
That tall neck came out great, by the way, Sam Lander. Like, I saw the pictures that you put up on the Discord.
Was that really your best?
Support units on the move. Soon they arrive.
Sam says
teaming with Hydra reinforcements.
It was a super fun build.
To expedite the process.
Look, you can't just smash the keyboard and wait for a bunch of algebraic equations to fly off the screen. This isn't some 90s movie.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that we're going to use precision and then air superiority. Precision is free. Air superiority damages everybody. There's no better time to do it because there's like a lot of guys on the screen.
Here we go.
And hello to Moon!
Ought to improve the odds.
Okay, air superiority, it's at maximum damage, 73 points to everybody. This will be the most damaging individual move that we do just based on the number of guys that are here.
This is going to improve. How much better can I get?
Moo, I hope it was a long but rewarding job, and I hope you're having a great Thursday. Now, I very much want to hack the data terminal, and this one will get me 25 credits, so I actually want to redraw it. But, yeah, I would need 4 points to do this again. And what I like about it is that it remained upgraded. So, no one is attacking Hunter this round, which is really good. So, can I hit for 202 points of damage to get the most out of it? Well, probably the upgrade guy, right? Or is he dead? He might be dead. 71 points of damage. Iron Man, can you shove that guy back into the hole that he came out of? There's a 63% chance. Let's do it. No, he has 4 feet. He's too stable. All right. I am not going to get... Well, hold on. We can get... No, that's a redraw. We're not going to get, I don't think, 3 heroism on this turn. Let's wild strike somebody who dies. That's... Feels like a lot of wasted damage. But it's better than taking damage on the thing. Now, the other thing is that there's a lot of damage coming in on Nico. Like, this is a lot of anti-Nico damage. Maybe I should have shoved that guy into the explosion. Let's... Oof. Oh, man. I don't feel like I've got a lot of great ideas here. Okay, we're gonna stop. Ugh, that's a lot of damage on Nico, is all I'm saying. 162 points, and all of these guys are attacking her. Okay. Screw it. I'm gonna kill this person.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith. Just like old times.
So, Moo, that's a very good question. Samlander, did the bot do the shout out correctly? Because I thought that it did. And I have no idea why it wouldn't do the exclamation point hug. That's very frustrating. But Moo is saying, oh, did it come up? Wait, what was wrong the first time? Bot is doing shout out but not hugs. Okay, we'll have to take a look at that. So I don't have anything that does damage. What I can do, I can tie down this guy so he doesn't do damage to the server, or I can hack the server. This guy is not going to put the server into damage. So let's redraw this so I get double money. Oh, and now I can't afford it because of how smart I am. Okay, then let's symbiote bind this guy so he can't damage it.
Good one.
And that... Unless I want to discard. What would I discard? I don't want to do my upgraded air superiority that I put the redraws into. Yeah, I don't think that I have a discard. I don't want to do this because this is going to be awesome in 2 heroism points. But if I kick this guy into that with my... Yeah... Oh boy, I'm gonna have to discard hero combo. Please be worth it. Ah! Okay, that's the end of the turn. That's my logic there is that it's one less attack coming in on Nico now because that guy took a knee.
We will never forsake her. There is no escape.
Ow! Quit it!
Ow, quit it.
The mother has many children.
Okay, so before anything else happens, let me do the hack data terminal.
I could have made that so much worse.
Moo was saying I did 20 plus headshots for ID badges, real estate style photos for a building that's being remodeled, and a bunch of stock photos for various sports and activities, and of the daycare section. That is a lot. Okay, how about this, because it gives us 2 heroism and 2 Iron Man cards. Yeah, nobody's attacking Hunter right now. I could redraw this. Let's do Leave It to Me.
Don't mind if I do.
Okay, Mark Target is awesome. But what I really need right now is hack the data terminal. And I want to do this, yes, with Iron Man, please.
Credit where credit is due. Stark knows his technology.
Wait, was there not one more left?
Got it.
Why can it never be easy with you?
Just lucky, I guess.
Tony, wait. We have what we came for. There's no reason to follow him.
I tried to reason with you, Tony, but you were never going to listen. Just like Mother said.
Oh, crap.
It's too beautiful, too painful for words. So I'll show you. Yes, of course.
Okay, then you were right.
Oh, and Tony, this was the trap.
Defeat the Dread Maiden to complete the mission. Dread Maidens will gain counter each time they're damaged. Woo. So that means that when we need to hit her once per round as hard as we can.
Holy mother of... Is it me, or are these things just getting bigger and bigger? Look at the forehead on that thing.
I would be more concerned about the mace.
Oh, I was getting to that. But I just can't pull my eyes away from that massive brain case of hers.
I'm glad you're in good spirits, but the Dread Maiden is no laughing matter.
Hold on, because this is actually much more important than the game. Moo is saying, plus I negotiated for a raise and my name given credit in publications and on social media. Moo, that's awesome. Congratulations. I wanted to walk out and give a Mia-style BAM of success in the parking lot. Not gonna lie. Moo, you absolutely deserve it. That is awesome news. Can only target the unit which applied the taunt. Okay, so wait. Oh, so everybody's attacking Iron Man right now, and Iron Man is not looking super healthy. Okay. So what I'd like to do is mark target on Dread Maiden and then hit her with like a heroic combo. But I can't do that right now. Now this would apply vulnerable, but it also counts as an attack, which would be a problem. Also, why is everybody's like health glowing red? What does that mean? Like here's an idea. Quick slash on this guy to apply the, but I really want to hit her. I really want to hit her. Oh, if we mark target, then we'll draw a card. Gain 2 marked. I could get behind that. Okay, let's do it. Oh, sorry, redraw to get it. The only guy that's close though is that guy, and we could just quick slash him. So here's a question. If I blow that up, now hold on, does that go boom or what is this? Oh, it's a slide. Well, the slide wouldn't be eligible to get countered, I don't think. I think that's only on card plays. Oh, Moo is saying, quote, I burned 1,200 calories today. I forgot a pizza in the oven. Oh, and Jägermeister saying, oh no, a bread maiden. Maybe I should eat dinner. Okay, let's quick slash that guy. Oh, see, we can't get quite over there, can we? Yeah, +2 counters are not going to help Tony. But, man, I'm not sure. Okay, we're going to do our best here. Let's do mark target on her. We're not going to redraw it.
Let's do it.
Looks like we're following Mr. Big Shot.
That will not distract me.
Well, that'll be cool if I can get to... So, hold on. If I can get to 4 heroism and then hit her, it's going to get doubled up. It's going to be a big damn hit. 500-ish points. More than that. Almost 600. So, how do I get 2 more points? I can do Fortify on Hunter, which seems like a very good idea. Or Heads Up on Tony. No, because these guys are all taunted on Tony. So yeah. Yep. we're gonna do heads up on Tony. That's gonna eat up a lot of that incoming damage. And then we'll have one card play left. Let's hit it.
It shouldn't take long. They won't know what hit him.
And now, let's do it. There's no way to make this free. Wait, before I do that, hold on, because we could do quick slash. Now, here's the trouble. If I quick slash this guy into this guy, doesn't that taunt the others? I think it does. And then his block doesn't help nearly as much. So... So, we're gonna use our move on him and throw him into him. And this shouldn't taunt anybody, I don't think. I don't actually know. Good. And now if we quick slash this guy, he dies. And if we get taunted, then it's only one attack coming in. Wait, no, that's... Oh, but no, it's quick, so we still keep the card play. Okay, no, I'm just making sure that I'm not screwing up.
You were too weak for this fight.
And now we do hero combo on this guy.
Come on, let's do this.
Right in the knee. Ouch. So now she gets a counter, but we're not going to attack her anymore. The only other thing that we could theoretically do is kick this, but we can't do that because I use my move and also it's 2 heroism. I could discard to hit this guy. That guy's going to hit Iron Man. He's not really going to do very much damage. So the only big hit coming in is from this guy against Hunter. I can't... Okay, so that's still in the pipeline. I can't redraw it anymore. Let's... Oh, you know what? Let's redraw this to get an extra heroism. That's good. And then restore plus. Restore all... Oh, this is excellent. Yeah, so we can do this. Restore all health. Oh, this is really going to be great. As long as nobody dies, we get a free complete heal. Let's do it.
For the mother.
You might want to get that looked at. Sleep it off.
Did she still get up? That was a big hit.
Oh, I thought we were finished. Want some?
Okay.
She's going to try summoning reinforcements unless you can disable her first.
I'm working on it.
Just take a few swipes at her kneecaps.
Okay, so I'm sorry, what was it? Restore plus. So this feels like a really good thing right now to bring Hunter back up. Although most of the enemies, no, not most of the enemies. Yeah, let's do restore plus on Hunter. Because if the target is less than 50% HP, do not discard. But it also says exhaust. Anyway, let's do this.
This one's for you.
Oh, we got a little heart.
That should help.
Okay, yeah, as long as they're 50% or low, it does not exhaust. It will once we use it, but... So, I need to do 174 points of damage to her. We could do this. This would do a big load of damage, but not really enough. It takes out all the minions. It takes out 4 minions and does some damage to her. Do I have anything better than that? Chain 2, but it's not swift. It does use a thing. We could kick this into her. What I don't know... Oh, and this should do double damage. Okay. This would use all my heroism, so then I can't kick it. This is free, and it applies 1 week. Okay. When I say free, I mean it doesn't cost any heroism. Forceful knockback, and it causes 1 week. So if we use it on this guy, he gets weak, and then he won't hit nearly as hard. And we can take another Nico attack off the table.
You have earned this.
There's a dad joke contest, by the way, happening in chat.
Apparently she is promiscuous.
Some examples include Jägermeister accidentally drank a bottle of whiteout thinking I was drinking my Viagra. Now I have a huge correction. Sam Linder always wanted to play with a kangaroo, thinks he'd get a kick out of it. Moo says, my recliner and we go way back. And Sam Linder loves the world, the way the Earth rotates. It really makes his day. Oh, perfect. Sorry, we can now use... Oh, but this is heroism, and this only affects attack cards. Blood Magic Plus is really cool. For the counter of it specifically. But if we could get an attack card on Hunter... Oi. Let's redraw Surgical Strike, because I don't want to spend this point on this ability. We want either a heroic or an attack card for Hunter. Oh, well, Witch Storm isn't bad. 43 points. No, that doesn't knock out anybody. Not with enough reliability to do it. Yeah, let's redraw... Oosh. Let's redraw Witch Storm. Annihilation! Oh, it's my favorite one. And it does almost enough damage to kill her. Not enough, not quite enough, but does it need to? Because we could do that, and then... There is no and then. Crud. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's start with this and take out all of those guys. Yeah.
I had hoped for a challenge. The leader has fallen.
Oh, why did it kill her? I thought we were 2 points shy. And she's gonna get back up. Nuts. Okay. That's fine. So... Hunter's at full health. This guy's going to attack Hunter. This guy's going to attack Hunter. And this guy's going to attack Iron Man, probably without enough to really get past the block. It'll get past the block and do a couple points of damage. So, I think that with a card play, we should probably use a Restore on Nico.
Try and stop me now.
And that gives us enough of this to do a guarding strike. If we want to. Wow, this guy has a lot of hit points. Apply 2 counter. Wait. No. Yeah. A better plan is to apply 2 counter to Hunter, because she's going to take these attacks and then she gets a counterattack.
Here you go.
You have my thanks.
Now, I do have a move. Yeah, let's have Iron Man just check that guy into the door, into the server rack or whatever. So that's an attack that doesn't happen.
That's embarrassing.
If I do this and this guy comes and attacks Iron Man is the problem. Can I do this? Yeah.
How about this one?
Okay. That was a good use of a couple points of heroism. It's better if you can line up multiple people to get hit. Now, the only other thing is, I could do a discard, but there's nothing here I want to discard. So we're going to go.
It begins.
Sure, just keep throwing bodies at the problem.
I am still the prize.
So she's wounded for 1 turn, I think it is. For the next 1 turn, she takes 13 damage whenever she plays a card.
Interesting interpretation. I would have guessed it was something out of Giger's sketchbooks.
Damage a random enemy. On KO, recast Witchfire. And I still don't have any... Nope, hold on, that's not true. Last Sight is an attack. So... I could use Obsidian Collar and then do double damage on her. Do I have any way to inflict vulnerable on her as well? On redraw +1 heroism. So we've got 2 Witchfires. Let me redraw one of the Witchfires. I really want his, you know, make an enemy vulnerable ability, if I can possibly get there. Not quite. Knockback and add forceful. It doesn't really help me. And I can't really redraw it because then we just get the same thing back again, but better. Draw a heroic card. Depending on the heroic, be pretty good, but what I want is one of his skill abilities. I don't want to get rid of Restore. I mean, he's below half too, isn't he? Yeah, like I could use that on him. Nobody's attacking him though. Okay, let's redraw this. We'll get an extra heroism. Yeah. Wild Strike! Okay, now we're talking. So we gain a vulnerable, but no one else is... well, 1 person is attacking Hunter. 2 people are attacking Hunter. So we'll have to deal with that. But if we use Obsidian Collar to double it up, that's 300... Sorry, that's 600 points of damage on her. We might be able to just end it right here. Yeah, Obsidian Collar.
Welcome assistance.
Okay, that's going to happen a couple more times as we do Wild Strike.
You had no chance to escape.
My fate is no different from yours.
Okay, so now she has counter, but who cares because we're about to kill her.
This should be good.
I wasn't sure how you'd fare against her, but the Dread Maiden was no match for you.
Yeah, that Obsidian Collar ability is really good. And that comes from, like, being dark side.
What'd you call that thing again?
Dread Maiden.
Oh yeah, I can see that. I think I lost myself there for a second. I should have listened to you. I'm sorry about that.
He that starts out on a quest for vengeance.
This work, this discovery, will have ramifications for generations to come. Think my own son, Tony.
Better not miss.
Our second best piece of news of the episode, Brian has just announced that he got himself a PS5. So Brian, I've put this into chat a couple times. You do have a couple months, but what you want to do is get it hooked up, get it all up to date. When you take it online, look for the PS Plus collection and make sure that you add all of those games. Now, they are primarily PlayStation 4 games that in many cases have been updated with like PS5 updates, like enhancements to the PS5. But Until Dawn is in there. God of War 2017 is in there. I don't want to say the wrong games. There's really, really good games. You should add every single one of them to your library because you're going to lose the ability in May, I think it is. So just get that done. Otherwise, congratulations. And hello to Fox McCloud. Yes, by the way, it is dad joke time in Angel's chat. But yeah, seriously, Brian, congratulations on that. I'm fine with this cover, by the way. I feel like the fact that the gameplay tip changes size as the load goes on is a new phenomenon.
Of course. I was worried you might forget to bump into me today. Every time it seems like I finally put my family issues behind me, someone has to go and pick at the scar.
Is this about what Banner found in your father's files?
Bingo. Let's just say your mom and my dad would have made a real cute couple. In hell.
Your father might have been a terrible person, but I do not think he could possibly compare to the threat from my mother.
Oh boy, are we really doing a whose parent was worse competition? We should get Nico out here to judge.
Perhaps I should know more about him. Your father, that is.
Some kids' dads had hobbies like collecting coins or stamps. Mine collected Defense Department contracts. And on the rare occasions when he wasn't off trying to build a better bomb, he was yelling at me.
Over what?
Over everything!
So, Banner wants one of your father's bombs?
No, it's worse than that. Howard had an avid interest in gamma radiation. That's the thing that puts the Hulk in Hulk. He always talked of constructing a gamma accelerator, an unbelievably powerful piece of machinery. If that's what Banner's after, we could be in a world of hurt.
The situation is already dire, whether or not Banner is pursuing this accelerator.
Yeah, but one thing about my dad's technology, it always made doing terrible things much easier.
If it helps, we could go through the files together. Strategize.
I appreciate the offer, Hunter, but right now, I just need to get out of this suit and put my thoughts together.
So Brian's saying I think the person that he bought it from said that he put colorful lights on it. I'm not, like, just decorative lights onto the PlayStation. Have you had a chance to, like, turn it on and, like, get it set up, make sure that it's working properly for you? Oh, hey, Charlie. Charlie. Charlie!
Feeling good today, girl.
Oh, and what level is Charlie? Charlie, wow. Charlie's got the highest level of anyone in the game. It's level 16. So, join a hangout. Yes, we shall.
It's your move, Tony.
Move for me.
I can't move for you. That defeats the purpose of the game. Why don't you just tell me what's bothering you instead?
How do you know something's bothering me? You using the all-seeing eye of Agamotto again? Well, I hate to break it to you, Doc. It hasn't been working.
No, it's what the eyes of Stephen Strange tell me. I'm worried about you.
Fine. You want to know what's bothering me? Banner played us at that Hydra facility. Again. We're supposed to be saving the world. Sometimes I think we're helping bring about its end. Maybe I do want to focus on this game instead. At least it's something I can win. Hunter, you are so money, I want to take you to a casino and let it ride, baby.
Another Avenger turns. How many of the old guard do we gotta watch out for?
That was a weird...
It's worse than my darkest dreams. And well, for me that is saying a lot. Reason to dislike the Stark family number 47. They tinker way too much with Gamma.
Okay, are we done? Anybody else?
I really miss other solar systems right now.
I'm concerned about the integrity of several of our Abbey guests. Particularly whether they're susceptible to my sister's dark whims.
Stark's father studied Gamma. I wish men would stop toying with the fundamental forces of the universe.
Okay,
On that note, I also wish Lilith would stop summoning nightmare fuel like the Dread Maiden.
Everyone stop talking. Give me a minute. Let me take a look. So Brian is saying that he got it from Sony, which is awesome. And he has a 1-year warranty on it. I feel like the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 have a very, very low failure rate, meaning that they last a good long time. So, Brian, let me ask you a question. What is the first game that you want to play on your PlayStation 5? Either that you are going to play, or what would be the one that you would want to play the most? The very first game that I played on the PlayStation 5 was... Yeah. It was Ghost of Tsushima, as I recall, because I was partway. Yes, that's exactly what it was. I was like midway through the playthrough, and then when the PlayStation 5 came, I was like, well, shoot, let's give it a shot. Let's see if we can play the rest on this. And I remember that I made an extra backup just in case like the next episode didn't stream correctly, that I'd just stay on the PlayStation 4 to complete it. But no, it doubled the frame rate from 30 to 60, and everything else ran perfectly. And that was how we finished out the playthrough. Let's see. And then I know that I did a little bit in Spider-Man, because that had come with the system. When Fox Eyes was able to locate one, it came with... I remember when she texted, she was like, hey, I can get you one that's going to have an extra controller and a copy of Miles Morales. I was like, okay, that sounds awesome. It sounds like that's perfect. That's exactly what I would have wanted to get with it. Oh, look, she's got it on her character, on her mannequin. Okay, so we get to do a hangout, and I think narratively, I probably want to do the hangout with Tony, but let's just look for a second. Blade is level 3 and change, but Tony's going to be lower than that. Oh, actually, he's higher than that. Wow, who knew? Yeah, I think that based on where we are in the story, I'd really want to hang out with Tony. Our other options, yeah. Yeah, let's hang out with Tony. Did I have a compliment, by the way? I don't have to spend my compliment now, but yeah, let's compliment Venom.
It is simply because everything is foreboding.
Oh, I did it. I didn't get to hear what we said. There's been very little Super Link. Oh, look at this. Okay, so Ileana, there was one Super Link thing that I didn't see before. Does anyone know where to find the Motown Greatest Hits album? I searched the library's record collection, but it was not there. Ghost Rider says, where's Motown? Nico says, what's a record? And Blade says, unbelievable. Oh, by the way, Brian's answer was Harry Potter and Anno 1800.
Wake me up when the aliens join the nuttiness.
At least for Anno, I don't know much about Harry Potter. I know that Patikin's really been enjoying it. But Anno 1800, that's an awesome game. I think you're really going to like it. I do have a compliment. Shoot, let's...
Banner was a double agent for Lilith the whole time.
We're not going to get to hear any of our compliments.
It's like the Winter Soldier all over again.
Lilith's Dread Maiden couldn't have been her best shot. Granted,
I don't know why we have so many compliments, but...
until today. But she was
Okay.
a bit of a letdown. On the bright side, we all learned what a Dread Maiden looks like.
So, Tony Stark's father is indirectly gonna be the end of us?
Kinda miss the simplicity of vampire slaying.
Ah yes, the sins of the father are revisited upon the son.
Damn it, Hunter. I hate this.
We can do something else if you want.
No, the whole situation. Chasing magic pages from an evil book, facing your creepy demon mom, hiding in the Abbey while the world falls apart.
I think just we'll get through this.
Do not worry about what you cannot control. We will figure it out.
I am beyond well-meaning platitudes, boss. This is not a problem I can solve. This gamma nonsense that's going on, it's rewriting the laws of physics. Or it's a byproduct. I don't know. How am I supposed to contribute when I don't know how reality works on any given day? Did we lose entropy? How about friction? What's next? Do light waves gain mass?
Yes, everything we know is in terrible danger. There is no easy answer or easy fix.
Then what the hell is there?
A handful of people who have a chance to make a difference, as long as they do not give up.
Okay. Worst pep talk I've had in years, but your point stands.
Okay, we definitely have some Tony Stark things to give him here. Iron Man fanfic anthology. He's gonna love this. I think this is really gonna raise his spirits.
It's not easy to shop for me. How'd you pull it off?
Loved the legendary, and he liked the activity too. I didn't talk about much because there was so much dialogue happening, but it was like, he doesn't want to play video games and he's not going to want to read by the fire. He's all tooled up, and also he's Tony Stark. He's going to want to play a game of strategy and cunning. So I was like, cards, let's do it. And he liked the activity too. Also apparently got a blue tank top and +2 fortitude.
I thought you'd be stuck in the past, but that was fun. Let's do it again. Yeah, after we stop Chthon from devouring Earth. Well, don't take it too bad. I'm a pro poker player.
Okay. I think that's everything. Oh, nope. Spider-Man has something to say. He wasn't even really around for that scene, but he was in here, yeah?
Mom and I are gonna play Valor's Edge until duty calls. Hey, Hunter. Have you seen the news lately?
How are you, Peter?
Better than the world out there. I've been watching this for hours, hoping to get a glimpse of the neighborhood, see how it's holding up through all this. But I guess Queens is not important enough for the news media to cover.
I'm not going to tell him it's too dangerous for the media. That seems like a vicious thing to say. Have you heard from Aunt May?
How is your Aunt May faring? Any word from her?
Thanks for asking, Hunter, but no.
That must be stressful for you.
It really is. I've been trying to reach her on her cell all day today, and the signal keeps dropping. I'm guessing that big hole in the New York atmosphere is interfering with her cellular network. Sometimes I feel like I should be there with her, to protect the neighborhood. But I know you need me here.
Honestly, I mean, I was gonna go with this, but I feel like Spider-Man is one of those characters that really understands the concept of sacrifice, that he has to do so much to keep his own life together, and also from like his experience with Uncle Ben, this is not the sort of thing that I'd say I don't think to Captain Marvel, for example, Blade, but to Spider-Man, I feel like he'll get it. I hope it doesn't come off as like well, you know, stop complaining because we all have to make sacrifices. I feel like it's more like this is sort of like what comes with it. Sometimes we have to focus on the bigger picture.
Many soldiers must leave their home and families behind to serve in a war. You are not the first to make such a sacrifice, and you will not be the last.
Yeah, I know. It's just the not knowing that's driving me up the walls. Oh, looks like I just got a message.
From your Aunt May?
No, MJ. She said Aunt May is staying with her. What a relief.
You should call them.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. Thanks for checking in on me, Hunter.
Yeah.
Tony Stark's father had a secret trove of gamma research that Bruce Banner stole from under our noses. That stings me, and I'm not even an Avenger. If Lilith mindjacks me, she's gonna be surprised how much of it is taken up by movie trivia and web fluid formulas.
Okay, good night, Peter. I really legitimately do. I really love the dialogue that they do between the characters. There's so much of it, and it's generally germane to whatever just happened in the story. It's exactly what you would think the characters would be talking about. They all get to weigh in. It would be nice if there was a way to, like, I'd like it better if it was like Hunter walks up and you have a conversation with the person. But the fact that it's happening around you it makes the world feel more alive. The issue that I have with it is that you just don't know when it's done. And like, I want to hear it all, but it feels like I'm just like standing still in the middle of the room and trying to make sure that I see who's talking and stuff. So anyway, this was the opposite of the previous stream, which I had come in planning to be like, okay, we're going to do Venom DLC and then we're going to do main story. This time we actually got to do it, and it was all story. Like, yeah, there was a threat mission that we did. Yeah, just the one. But from there, it was Venom, then we finished the Abbey story, and then we got to do the next main story mission. So this was great. I really had a good time with this. And by the way, I don't mind the episodes personally where there's sort of like less overall forward story progress, but I like to have an even mix. Like, let's do some crafting, let's do some relationship dating, and then let's also do some main story so that we get some of each. And the last episode was not the balance that I like, and this one sort of made up for it with a lot of main story. Fox McCloud was saying, I saw the Resident Evil 4 remake is going to have knife durability. This saddens me due to it was fun maining the knife. Now, I thought that that's a little bit... Did they release more details about that? Because I want to say that I saw that the knife has durability for certain moves, but maybe not for just average slashes, or at least that wasn't confirmed yet. But there might be new information out there that I don't know about. Anyway, we're going to call it here, and we're going to jump over, and maybe Chivalry is live, and if so, we'll be able to raid to him. I think he usually starts about 8. Until next time, you guys, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night.